Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Batting fourth as the designated hitter, number 17, Josh Missener. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 12, Jeffrey Sice. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 2, Andy Bender. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 6, Brady Rollison. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 7, Aiden Makito. Batting ninth and playing second base, number 4, Grayson Bishop. And on the mound for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, warming up in the bullpen, number 14, Keegan Gilbride. The Lumber Company is coached by Jason Cottrell in his 3rd season. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Stark County Terriers. Leading off and playing right field, number 9, Luke Sefton. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 14, Jackson Kavanaugh. Batting third and playing left field, number 20, Aaron Tucker. Batting fourth and playing second base, number 18, John Simicek. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 41, Kaden Mastry. Batting sixth as the designated hitter, number 10, Chase Dennison. Batting seventh and doing the catching, number 19, Daniel Crable. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 2, Alex Ramon. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 8, Trey Martin. And on the mound for the Stark County Terriers, number 11, Garrett Odie. Your Terriers are coached by Reese Sabo in his 2nd season. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other. Would all in attendance please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field, say goodnight to that baseball.
And there's another one, it's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive, hits and pushes it over. Unbelievable, we play on, it's blocked, we're tied, unbelievable.
Well, this matchup seems familiar. Last season, pretty much the same exact day, this is how we ended out the NABF Collegiate World Series. Once again, it's the Stark County Terriers and the Mountaineer Lumber Company. The winner is your NABF Collegiate World Series champion. The Terriers going for their 5th straight title. The Lumber Company, their first in program history. Coming to you live from Thurman Munson Stadium in Canton. This is the NABF Collegiate World Series Championship game on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Chris Jacoby. Glad to have you with us. And Chris, glad to have you with us this morning as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. Had a great time here yesterday for the 3 games I was just in and out for, but hey, it was an amazing time.
This will be a 9-inning game. Should be a fun matchup. I don't expect this one to be a blowout. I think this is going to be one of your closest games of the tournament. Garrett Odie, he gets the nod for the Stark County Terriers. You look back to yesterday, Ty Dennison did start in the semifinals, had a solid outing after a rocky start. How big is this moment for Garrett Odie, the rising redshirt senior at Earlham, who, going into this tournament, didn't have a clue that he was going to have a chance to start the championship game?
I mean, yeah, it's massive for him because last year, you had Ty Dennison doing it. Now it's his opportunity to prove to himself that he can secure a championship.
And with Ty Dennison last year, his performance was so good that he earned MVP honors for the tournament. It'll be Luke Ickes leading it off for the Mountaineer Lumber Company at 10:03 a.m. as he will fly this ball foul down the left field line. Actually, no, to be fair, it just sneaks in there, and it'll be a leadoff double for Luke Ickes. Well, watch this one back. I'm surprised that ball stayed fair. It looked clearly foul off the swing. We're going to have to see this one on the replay to see where that ball landed. That was unexpected to begin the game.
It looks like it.
It was fair.
Yeah, it did stay fair.
Just barely.
All right.
He couldn't have missed anywhere further to the left. Otherwise, that would have been a long foul ball. So now Will Tagan steps in for the first time today. The rising junior out of Washington University, St. Louis. How about that for a start for Mr. Ickes?
That's a great start for Ickes, and as we talked about him yesterday, this is a kid that I see being an All-American this year at the collegiate level. He's just a great leadoff hitter, has the potential to be doing it for Mount Union this year as well.
Wouldn't be surprised if he does. My only question would be, would Bryson Fox be in that spot?
Yeah, he was in and out of it last year. They kind of moved it around a little bit, but, it's going to be whatever is going to work best for the team at the end of the day.
1-1 count on Will Tagan. Taken high for ball 2. But looking at this Stark County Terrier team, they do have some pitching depth, yes. But the pitching depth in this matchup truly belongs to the Mountaineer Lumber Company, Chris. They have Gilbride, then 2 relievers, and a closer. 4 pitchers, and potentially as well, Luke Ickes, as there is the hard 90 for Will Tagan. He'll take his base, and he'll tomahawk that one towards his dugouts.
This is a great start for the Lumber Company here. You got 2 guys on, no outs. This is a potential to do some early damage. But as we saw yesterday, the Terriers, even if they go down early, they don't stop fighting.
They never do. You go back to last night for Braden Clark. 6 RBIs after starting the game 0-2 with a flyout and a 7-5 double play. RBI double, 2-run homer, 3 RBI double. He has been an RBI machine this entire tournament. Potentially, it could be independent of the result. He might be the batting champion. And I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, as I would say he is definitely leading the way in RBIs. He's had himself a really impressive summer as he gets ready to go for one final run of things at Tiffin as a rising senior. Odie's 1-0 off the plate for ball 2. Not too many strikes so far from Garrett Odie.
No, not at all, and this is great for the Lumber Company. This is exactly what you want. You want him to pitch to you, and the opportunity he's going to throw in over the middle of the plate. You take advantage of it.
We've seen this team do that time and time again, but right now, 3-0 counts. Odie needs to find his rhythm. That goes without saying. This past season, though, a really good split stat for the strikeout to walk ratio. 20 strikeouts, 8 walks. So, good in the green for him. Clark drills this one into right field. It's a base hit. Ickes, he'll be held up at third. Double, hit by pitch, single. Bases juice for the DH, Josh Missiner.
And what an opportunity here to do some early damage. I mean, why wouldn't you want to try to take a pimp shot here and hit a grand slam? But you're going to take any runs here, any advantage you can get. I mean, Odie, like you said, he's just been struggling to locate. And each time he's going to try to, when he gets down in the count like that, he's just going to throw it over the middle of the plate and hope for the best. And that's when you take advantage, just like he did there.
For Josh Missiner, what's the approach here?
Be aggressive early. I would say be aggressive early. Expect something over the middle of the plate.
We'll see how he fares as that pitch is high and in. Are we at the point where we are basically saying don't swing?
I don't know. I don't know if you're at that point yet, but
You easily could be. He will swing anyway, but he will foul it off over towards third. Kind of 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, I don't think that one would have been a strike. That is the kicker there. This team is being aggressive. I do like that. But for Garrett Odie, he's already 11 pitches in. Just like that. Missiner swings and misses. For Odie, that was a big pitch.
yeah, if you're Odie here, you have a favorable count now. You have some room to work with. You don't have to throw over the strike zone here. You can throw some off speed, off the plate. Be a little bit more patient here.
There it is. 1 down.
That's exactly what he did right there.
Now you set up a double play ball that would get you out of this inning. It turns to Jeff Seiss. You go back to yesterday, Chris. If there was an award for the luckiest hitter in this game and overall this tournament, I think it goes to him based on the bloop singles.
Yeah, I remember the one bloop single just perfectly placed between, I believe it was right and first.
I think every single one of his bloop singles have been in that same exact spot, too. You can game plan for it to an extent. There's only so much you can do with it. The 0-1 just misses. Not a bad spot, though, from Garrett Odie.
But when you think of bloop singles, you just think of the Cleveland Guardians and guards ball. You know, they find ways to make it work.
The same way the Lumber Company has done that this season. The 1-1 shot right up the middle and over second base. It's an early lead for the MLC. Coming around from second is Tegan. He scores along with Ickes. 2-0 Mountaineer, courtesy of Jeffrey Seiss.
Big hit from Seiss there up the middle. That's 2 early runs now for the Lumber Company, and that's how you jump out to an early lead right there. And if you're Odie, you just got to settle back in. It's only 2 runs. Just you got to take a deep breath, and you got 2 more outs to get.
Now it turns to Andon Bender, but what a swing. There was no luck about that one that time. It was just perfect swing, perfect placement. Exactly what you want to see out of Jeff Seiss. Now the question is, how many runs can you see this team score this inning? Bender up the middle, through into center field. Coming around from second is Clark. He is going to score. Seiss, he will be safe at third. Relay to second is not in time. It's an RBI base knock for Andon Bender. Again, shot perfectly into center field, right through the heart of the infield.
Bender, similar hit there to Seiss, and that was a great heads-up play to move to second on the throw to third as well.
If I told you both players played for Revere during their high school days based on those swings, I think you'd believe it.
Yeah, that looked pretty similar right there. Right back, right up the middle, right over second base. Can't get much better than that. And this lead just continues to increase now.
Now Brady Rallison will step in. And it's a first pitch ball off the plate. I do believe in looking at the options the Terriers have, one of their options would be Dylan Hetherington out of the bullpen. It would be a former Marlington Duke to a former Marlington Duke. If that's what they want to do. Is that a question after this inning? That remains yet to be seen. But I do believe there is somebody going down to the bullpen for the Stark County Terriers. But we'll see. Rallison threw into left field for a base hit. 4-0 Mountaineer Lumber Company. Rallison, he goes to second, and he is safe. Excellent hustle all the way around again by the third baseman. This team is hustling with everything they have.
Pitcher perfect start here for the Lumber Company. If you're the Terriers, you were in this similar situation yesterday, though, so you can't be panicking right now.
Speaking of not panicking, do you panic pull the pitcher?
They didn't yesterday, but also that was Ty Dennison.
It's just incredible to see how this start has gone once again. It's the same thing as yesterday.
Yeah.
If not worse, because you still have 2 runners in scoring position, 1 down. And you go to another guy who is in contention for the batting title in Aiden Makito, who's been an RBI machine all tournaments.
Yeah, it's not a good situation to be in, but granted, you just need 2 more outs. But yeah, 2 runners in scoring position. I think this is just a time where you just have a little speech with Odie and just be like, all right, you're 2 outs away. And you know what? If you have to give up a run for an out, you might do that.
How different would this be with Ty Dennison? Not to go there, but I think we kind of have to.
I think they would. I think they'd be confident in him to stay in just like yesterday.
We'll see how it happens here. Makito, the catcher, comes to this team by way of Franciscan. And Gilmore Academy as well. Go take outside for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning, Sempton, Kavanaugh, Tucker, 1, 2, and 3 coming up for the Terriers. And they'll have their work cut out for them. Makito will wave and miss. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Garrett Odie trying to find his confidence in the first inning. Already in a 4-run hole. Makito grounds this one over towards short. Throw to 1 from Kavanaugh is in time for out number 2. But that'll bring in the 5th run of the inning for the Mountaineer Lumber Company.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I think you'd be willing to give up a run for an out right there in that situation because you can trust your offense to get you back into this game. And if you're Odie, you just got to continue to settle in. Got to get 1 more out, then you go from there. 1 pitch at a time.
So to the 9-hitter Grayson Bischoff we go. First pitch, a called strike. But for Grayson Bischoff, as we've reported a couple of times, 1 of 2 high school seniors this past season on the roster and playing in this game. And it just so happens to be your middle infield of him and Andon Bender. And they both have pulled their weight quite well in this tournament. The 0-2, good block behind the plate and a good hold from Bender.
That saved a run right there.
That's what Daniel Crable does, one of the best defensive catchers in the area. He was great defensively at St. Vincent St. Mary, and he is great defensively for Oberlin College. The 0-2, no doubt about it. It's strike 3 called to end the inning. First strikeout of the game for Garrett Odie, but already a mountain to climb for the Stark County Terriers. You thought yesterday was going to be a stretch. Today, they're down 5 as we head to the bottom of the first inning at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Do you feel deja vu, Chris? 5-0 deficit for the Terriers as we enter the bottom of the first inning. It's an interesting start to this game.
Yeah, and it's going to be how about you respond. How do you respond to it? And yesterday they responded to it offensively really quick, and they turned that game into a blowout.
Now today, not to take anything away from Bryce Minton's performance, I would say a better pitcher is on the mound. It's Keegan Gilbride out of Tri-C, now off to Point Park. The 1-0, Sampton drills it into right center field. Ickes is there for out number 1. Nice job tracking it down in the right center field gap.
Big first out there for the Lumber Company. And Ickes, great job tracking it down, like you said there, in right center field. And I don't know. This could get out of hand quickly if, like you said, out of Tri-C. Now, you said going to Point Park now?
Yes.
That's an amazing move up from there. And Tri-C just does an excellent job developing guys to help them move.
I would agree. Being a part of that program, broadcasting it, it's always fun to see those guys in action. We got to see Diddy Farrell this weekend, Joey Lehner in action, Greeny, who I believe is a sub today for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. It's always good to see the former tops. Always a great group, and we've seen A.J. Trobender quite a bit this summer as well for release. The 0-1, perfect from Gilbride. But he is a bona fide ace. He was the ace at Tri-C over guys who played for Akron, even guys who were committed elsewhere in the MAC. He was the starter over them, and that's why. 2 up, 2 down. That's who Keegan Gilbride is. This is nothing new. And again, for those who don't watch JUCO baseball, I highly recommend once we bring our Tri-C coverage back in the spring and maybe even for a few games in the fall, tune in for a game. JUCO baseball in Northeast Ohio is, I would say, potentially on par with Division II. It is that much of a talented pool. You look at some of these rosters. Again, I bring up the example of Kaharchek from the number 1 team in the country, Kellogg. Before the season started, he was committed to Penn State.
Wow, that's
impressive.
Yeah.
Gilbride's 1-0 just a bit high. But the talent there is outstanding. And you had Jackson Bowles, albeit he declined, drafted in 2025. And barring injuries, he could have easily gone Division I. Easily. The 2-0 just off the plate for ball 3. I believe Akron had a vested interest in him. Put off to Ashland with Diddy Farrell in the fall instead.
Which is a good spot to go to as well.
100%. There's ball 4, though, to Aaron Tucker, a man who, you said yesterday, Chris, always plays baseball and always has a smile.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy, amazing player. Like I said, he's also a Warrior, but except he's a West Branch.
And there is the smile on your screen.
Yep, that's exactly what he does. He's always smiling. But if you're the Terriers right now, that's what you need. You need base runners. You know, you need to get barking a little bit, as some would say.
You would say. Don't lie, Chris. It's you.
Yeah, it is me.
So now it turns to John Simicak, the second baseman. Runner at first, 2 down in the bottom of the first inning. In this game for Keegan Gilbride, I think 5 to 7 innings would be the target. Could he go longer? I'm going to say yes. This past season threw 50 innings and 12 appearances for Tri-C. 3.04 ERA as the starter in a tough JUCO scene. Tri-C out of conference, they played, I think, half the teams that made it to regionals and had one that made it to regionals in their conference, that being Bryant and Stratton. Ground ball to short, easily put away by Andon Bender to end the inning. A 2-out walk from Aaron Tucker does not come to do any damage for the Terrier offense. Through 1 at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. It's the Mountaineer Lumber Company up big, 5-zip on the Stark County Terriers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. To the top of the second inning we go, a mountain to climb for the Green Pups, we'll call them, of Stark County. 5-0 your score as Ickes fouls this one off. This time it actually is foul. I wanted to make sure it was the last one, somehow did stay fair. But we're back to the top of the order. Ickes a double to begin the game. How big was that in the grand scheme of things for the Stark County Terrier, or rather for the Mountaineer Lumber Company?
Well, it's what started everything for him. So it was very big in the grand scheme of things. It's what got the run going, and they scored 5 runs in the first inning. That's pretty impressive.
And they had 4 at-bats in a row with RBIs. Seiss, Bender, and Rowlison base hits. Makito, an RBI ground out, 2 shorts. The 1-1, perfect from Garrett Odie. For his pitch counts, up to around 30 pitches. So it could be a lot worse for him.
100%. But when you have a guy, Ickes at the plate, when you're the Mountaineer Lumber Company, you got a guy who can spray the ball over the field and place it anywhere. So, right guy at the plate.
Well, he spoke it into existence. Luke Ickes is 2 for 2 on the day with a leadoff base hits. And it's his Mount Union teammate in center field, Trey Martin, rallying that ball right back in. Is that what you kind of drew up there?
I don't know if it was exactly that, honestly. He went opposite field the last time. I was expecting him to pull the ball, but this time he just barreled it up, went to center field, and hey, it works.
One of many Mount Union Purple Raiders playing in this game. You know what? Whoever wins, Mount Union baseball wins, in my opinion.
Yeah, Mount Union baseball is an amazing program, back-to-back OAC champions. Definitely, people should check them out.
And I'm sure the longtime SmeeSports viewers are now going back and trying to find the clips of me talking nice about Matt Rosinski, Coach Harrison, and Baldwin Wallace to go and throw in my face. Because, again, outside of the conference rivalry, Chris, you have to admit what they've built there, even with release being kind of conjoined at the hip to them, they have done a great job developing talents.
Oh, 100%. It's a great program up there.
Great example of it, Vince Dolcimaccio, coming in from California, pitches his senior year in 2025, sticks around as a grad assistant, and now coaches his own release team. A really good team, might I add, that we've seen win a title on this channel. The 0-2, Odie, can't find it. The OAC, those two teams especially, are heading in the right direction. And I do think, in a really, really dark horse way, Otterbein could be coming up soon. They're having the pitching staff get built year by year. And I think they'll eventually figure it out. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Second strikeout today for Garrett Odie. 1 down.
It's a big first out there for Odie. Because right now, if you're the Terriers, you just got to keep this game within a reasonable distance, reasonable reach, I would say. Like, you don't want to be going down 8 or 9 runs early in a ball game.
I'm just fact-checking myself real quick here. Yes. So far in the championship rounds, including the semifinals, which those are obviously included in, the team that has taken the lead first loses. 4-0 lead for Jasper. They lose 14-4. 1-0 lead for the Brooklyn Grays. They lost by the record of a good football team in the 2010s, 14-2.
All right, I love that reference right there.
I was trying to think of a team. I could have just said New England probably and been right.
Yeah, you would have been right. At least one of the years.
I thought there was a year Indianapolis went 14-2, but I think that was 2000s with Peyton Manning.
Carolina Panthers, I think they went
15-1. That's sad ball knowledge for me, isn't it? The 1-1 off the plate for ball 2, and I think you missed it yesterday, Chris. There was Braxton Brosmer of the Jasper Reds. I called him Max Brosmer, who is the third-string quarterback of the Vikings. That's how far the ball knowledge goes.
Got elite deep ball knowledge right there. The third-string quarterback of the Vikings.
The 2-1 sent towards left field and through for a base hit. Braden Clark now 2 for 2 on the day. he just continues to improve his case to become the batting champion. Right now, it could be a battle between him and his teammate Aiden Makito. Time's called here. I think this will be sayonara for Garrett Odie.
All right.
And with it, I think this should be Dylan Hetherington. I could be wrong. We'll see, though, when we return. Odie's time on the mound is done in this one. The bullpen is being called in early as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Championship Baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. It's Logan Schnell coming on the mound for the Stark County Terriers. What a spot this is for him. How big of a moment is this, and how does he rise to the occasion?
It's a huge moment. You have to keep your team within this ball game. You do not want to allow any more runs, especially here in the top of the second inning. But you're 2 outs away. He's got to find a way to get 2 outs. You have 1 runner in scoring position. Got to do a job.
Had a 10.8 ERA in 10 innings this past season for Ohio Wesleyan, but you go back a few seasons, graduated high school in 2025 out of a really good team in Parma. And as I say it through gritted teeth as a namer, out of the ever-great Padua Franciscan baseball program, including his center fielder, Trey Martin. And Mount Union's also TJ Pickett, too. A lot of Padua guys. No namers.
No namers.
The 0-1 chopped over towards second. This could be 2. It's 4. It's 6. And it is 3.
Ooh, just what the doctor ordered there.
That's how you end an inning. Good efficiency for Logan Schnell. To the bottom of the second we go. 5-zip your score. MLC on top of the Terriers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom two at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium, our final game of the summer. And as things stand, it is a good game for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. But you know what we love about the sport of baseball, Chris? How quickly a lead can dwindle.
Yeah, 100%. Anything can happen in any given inning and any given moment.
Leading it off for the Terriers, it is Caden Mastry, one of the best power hitters in this lineup. Case in point, leadoff single.
And that's how you start it. And I love the energy from the fans. They're getting into the music here.
I try.
I think you're getting them right. And for the fans back home listening, like Ryan DePero, love it.
There you go. Doing the shout-outs. How many shout-outs will Chris Jacoby have?
I don't know. We'll have to see. It depends who all's tuned in.
We'll see. So now Chase Dennison steps in for the first time. Our player of the game from the semifinals yesterday. He'll bunt, but it goes foul. But for Chase Dennison, a big day for him. He's heading off to the opposite end of his brothers' rivalry. Ty going to Akron, Chase going to Kent State. It's a house divided for the Dennisons.
Yeah, and don't forget also Drew Denham from Mount Union going to Kent State as well. And Ty Dennison, he told me he can't wait to strike him out.
Oh, the 0-1 fouled off.
He said we all better be at that game. And I'm like, I'll be there if I can.
So Drew Denham's getting suspended when he bat flips the ball halfway up to the lake.
Oh, okay. All right, I don't know.
I don't know who I'm backing in that one. I don't know. I'm sorry, Ty. I don't know. Drew has that big fly ability. We all know it. But still a big Ty Dennison fan. Who's not?
Probably every team in the MAC, aside from
That's
Akron.
true. Very true. Hudson's rivals as well.
Yeah.
Who are their rivals? I really don't know that one offhand.
I'm not for sure on
Maybe
that.
Aurora?
Would it?
Could be. The 0-2, swing and a miss. First strikeout today, or rather second strikeout today for Keegan Gilbride.
Well, it's a big first out there, but if you're the Terriers, you got to find a way to get some momentum, get another guy on base, and you got to start barking.
How many times is that going to be said today?
I'm going for 20 to 25 at the quota.
Oh, jeez. 4.5 hours of sleep. And I think I'm just going to hear this when I go to bed later today. I'm just going to keep hearing the word barking as I'm trying to get some good sleep. Thanks, Chris. Is that what you're here for?
Yep. Hope you get some good sleep tonight, you know.
Man, I need it. Count 1-0 on Crable as this one misses off the plates. But it's worth it in the end. It's worth it. Always a fun tournament, always a fun time at Thurman Munson Stadium. Nowhere I'd rather end out our season. But for Crable, a 246 average this past season, 15 RBIs, 4 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs in 35 games played, 34 of which were starts for the Yeomen. Gilbride, he'll throw back to first, and he got him.
Wow.
I mean, I'm impressed. That was a really nice play from Gilbride. 2 down.
All right, that's one way to get a runner off the base. And if you're the Lumber Company, you're smiling. You have a smile on your face right now. You're 1 out away from keeping them scoreless through 2 after the last game we saw the Terriers playing. They just took off come the second inning.
But that is the Keegan Gilbride experience at its finest. The 2-0 wide for ball 3. After Crable, it goes to Ramon and then Trey Martin. As for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, Slice, Bender, Rallison, all 1 for 1 today with a combined 4 RBIs. That's a pretty impressive 5-6-7. And there is the walk. Second walk surrendered today by Keegan Gilbride, so Ramon will have his chance this inning. He comes to this team by way of the University of Charleston and Walsh Jesuit High School.
It's a great high school.
What do you know about the 2020 freshman Walsh Jesuit football team that beat us 49-7 or something like that?
Yeah, it's a great football program. They've, developed some great players. Some guys play at Mount as well, so.
Swing and a miss to begin. But I remember going into that game, our quarterback said, I'm throwing for 7 touchdowns. I don't think he threw for 7 touchdowns the entire season, and we had to run gassers inside on Labor Day in the pouring rain because it was unsafe to be outside. To be fair, it wasn't safe for my lungs to be inside either, so it was a lose-lose situation. The 0-1, shot over towards second. Did he get it cleanly? Not quite. Throw to 1. It's going to get away. And this one is out of play. That'll put 2 runners in scoring position for the Terriers. There's 2 down. Does he try it? Does Trey Martin try the bunts?
This is an opportunity where you could pull a Stephen Kwan moment, as we mentioned yesterday, the comparison. Try to drag bunt it, beat it out down the line, and potentially get a run home as well.
He also does have a good swing.
He does. I think he's going to take the approach of swinging it here. You have 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. They're both scoring if you get a base knock into the outfield.
I feel like we box him in almost to that bunting category, which he's a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a Bryson Fox almost.
He's an incredible player.
I feel like with another year of growth, he can take over that center field spot once Bryson is done. Of course, for those 2, though, I'm sure if you ask Trey Martin to talk about his high school's playoff run compared to Bryson Fox, once they get to the Final Four, Trey will go silent and Bryson Fox will go and flaunt some state championships. Both times Padua lost in the Final Four the last 3 seasons, so 2 times in total. Both to Hamilton-Baden.
Yeah, that's a great program there, Hamilton-Baden.
Perennial threat. The 1-0, Martin chops it over towards third. Throw to first. In time to end the inning. A nice throw across from Brady Rollison, keeping the Terriers off the board. We now go to the 3rd inning at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. 5-0 your score. This one, all Mountaineer Lumber Company. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Chris, we really haven't talked about it all too much today, but once again, the Mountaineer Lumber Company jerseys are, in my opinion, the best in the tournament. I mean, look at them.
I love them. It reminds me of the Cincinnati Reds back in like 2020, 2019, around that range whenever they wear their cutoffs.
I was wondering where you were going with it, considering the color schemes are completely different.
Oh, yeah.
You had me kind of in a loop for a second. To be fair, Jeff Slice's batting helmet is red, so I'll give you that one. An 0-1 count on the left fielder. He'll swing and miss there, but for Logan Schnell, did a nice job getting out of the last inning. If he can continue riding that high, I think the defense will be in a great spot going forward. From there, it just goes to the offense. Can they figure it out? The 0-2 off the plates.
And yeah, they had 2 runners in scoring position the last inning, so that's a positive sign, but you got to be able to get them home.
Slice, Bender, Rollison again combined 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs their first time up. The 1-2, Slice thought about it. In the end, he'll stay back. Slice this past season, a .178 average for Otterbein, but a perfect fielding percentage. And there he'll go down looking. First strikeout today for Logan Schnell, 1 down.
It's a huge first shot there for the Terriers, and hopefully Schnell can settle it in and allow them to have some clean innings and get the offense back on the field as quick as possible.
I'm going to say a game from the past in Mount Union baseball, and tell me what it reminds you of. Rocky start for the starter. He gets pulled from a must-win game. Then comes in somebody who really hasn't pitched all too much up to that point, goes out, sets a record for most innings pitched in a game in his collegiate career, then turns around to have a great 2026 and moves up to Akron.
Ty Dennison.
Against Catholic. Could
Yeah.
this be Logan Schnell's version of that game?
It could be. I mean, this is a great
The game script looks
opportunity.
eerily similar, doesn't it?
It is.
You were there for that game.
I was there for that game, and it was a great game. It went down right to the end. Unfortunately, the Purple Raiders lost that game, but
When Tome made contact with his double, I thought he launched it over the fence. There was just no wind. That was the issue. Schnell's 2-0, fouled away by Andon Bender.
But yeah, with the offense of the Terriers here, like there should be no concerns of being down 5-0 because you know you're capable of getting back into this game, and you just had runners in the last inning in score position. So it's only a matter of time before they break through, I feel like, at some point. But you got to be able to keep the Mountaineer Lumber Company off the board.
But this one is shot into center field. Andon Bender now 2 for 2 on the day, saving his best for last in the championship game. He was a great hitter for Revere, great hitter for the H24 Longhorns, playing for the now head coach at Cloverleaf, Aaron DeBoer, for a couple of summers. As well had a good time with the Canes before he went to the Longhorns. A really good baseball career so far. Excited to see what he can do along with Ty Dennison at Akron. And we saw Brady Bowen as a freshman last year out of Worcester. He stepped in immediately, and I believe is now transferring to Ball State because of how well he played as a freshman for the Zips. In other words, Mike Eversole and company, they give the underclassmen chances to go out and show why they belong. One of the guys that I covered a decent amount at Westlake via Holy Name Broadcasting and Derek Acapinti. He also got a good run in his first 2 seasons as an Akron Zip. Good basketball player, too, for the Demons back in the day. The 1-0 pitch is in the dirts. For Brady Rowlson, didn't have the best college season. A .151 average in 19 games, but we know his pedigree. We know what he can bring to the table. Excited to see what he can do as a redshirt sophomore. I talked with Matt about eligibility. I want your take. With JUCO and all that, how do you go about defining how long a player should be able to play college baseball? The reason I bring it up is the redshirt for Rowlson.
Yeah, so like with JUCO, I know like when it came to some of our guys back with football, their JUCO years didn't count anymore, so they still had like their full 4 years. But I kind of like the fifth year, the 5 years. I like how they have the 5 years of eligibility now that they're going that way. I definitely think it's good to have like a grad year. I think 5 is good. I think that should be the max though. Obviously, if injuries happen, I get why redshirts happen. You might get a 6th or 7th year senior at some point, but I don't know. I don't like seeing more than 5 years most of the time though.
Base hit there for Rowlson. I would agree. I like the idea of, okay, the moment you hit 19, 5-year clock. So once you're 24, you can finish out that season, but no more. I think that's fair. We also have seen it with some other guys in this tournament. Julius Robinson for the Travelers, class of 2021 in high school. He's only a sophomore this upcoming season.
Yeah.
It just seems so out of place. I don't know if he would be eligible for this tournament next year. I think he's turning 24. So I don't think he'd be eligible. This one will skip away just a bit from the catcher. Crable does well to keep it close, but not close enough. But, John, what's the age limit for the NABF Collegiate?
23 and under, but it's a January 1st cutoff.
January 1st cutoff,
So,
23 or younger.
23 this year. We still be able to play next
It depends when the birthday is. So if he turns 24 at some point this year, Robinson is done.
Right.
Can't play in this tournament as a sophomore.
Okay.
I think that puts some context behind it. The 1-0, Makito flies this ball into shallow left field. Aaron Tucker is there. 2 down. As he will zip this one in to prevent any damage. And I love what Crable did just there. It's textbook catching. He knew nobody was coming. He gets down like a goalkeeper wasting time and smothers the baseball.
And that's the best way to do it there. Make sure nothing happens. Make sure the ball doesn't get past you. Keep it in front of you at all costs. And, yeah, make sure another run does not get home because you have a great opportunity here to get out of this inning now, 2 outs.
There's a correlation between goalkeeping and playing catcher. I felt it was easier to learn how to block and to learn how to get the baseball because I was a goalie for so many years in soccer. The techniques are so similar. You go down, you make sure you get your whole body behind the ball, and sometimes you'll fall on top of it just to make sure it doesn't go behind you. Now, would I advise Daniel Thome or Jake Young to go and try out for David Krems? I would not. You never know. I can join our buddy Dylan Menard. The 1-0 inside for ball 2.
Yeah, and
also with him, I believe he graduated high school in 2020, so another
he's
guy that you look at
25.
for that eligibility. Yes,
he's 25 at the moment, and it's not his first year of eligibility because he played at Walsh, but I think it's second or third.
The 2-0, it's past Crable. And that will make it 6-0 Mountaineer Lumber Company.
And that's a big insurance run right there, 6 runs. A 6-run lead, especially in the top of the 3rd inning.
The difference now between the other 2 teams who scored first and lost and the Mountaineer Lumber Company, they scored and then the other team took the lead and never looked back. No team scored in 2 separate innings. Up until, of course, the game was already out of hand. So that's a huge run when looking at how this tournament has gone for the other teams in the semifinals. Of course, the Lumber Company being on one end of that last night. The 3-0, it'll miss for ball 4. So runners at the corners, 2 down as we go back to Luke Ickes.
He was having a great game so far. 2 for 2 today, a double down the left field line that was perfectly placed and a line drive base hit to center field. What a day he's having. You know, this one he might just pull it. He might just use the whole field today.
Triple and home run away from the cycle. And we are only in the 3rd inning of a 9-inning ball game.
You're already speaking of the cycle.
We always have to, and you're halfway there. Ickes steps in. He'll take strike 1. Did have 2 home runs this past season for Mount Union. 3 in his career across 121 games. 120 starts in 3 seasons. Runner from first goes. Crable loses it again. But the runner at 3rd will stay put.
I'll give you a fun fact. Ickes hit the first home run each of the last 2 seasons for the Purple Raiders.
Wow.
Both in Indiana.
Okay. Now, the first home run in Ohio this past season, would I care to venture a guess and say Drew Denham at Munson too?
I believe you're correct, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Count sits at 1-1 on Luke Ickes. Thought about it. A great hold. He was in his stride, but stood like a statue the moment he started to break the plane. That's just good baseball right there. So a 2-1 count on Ickes, a chance to drive in 2 more. If not him, it goes to Will Tagan. At what point do the Stark County Terriers hit the panic button? Or have they already?
I don't think you hit the panic button yet, especially when you know what your offense is capable of. But you got to be able to get out of an inning, though.
Bases loaded, 2 down for Will Tagan. Walk-off hero on Thursday nights. But for Luke Ickes, 2 for 2 today and a walk. He's been impressive. Time is called. If the Lumber Company wins, it'll be a heck of a time to decide the MVP.
Yeah.
Of course, there's an easy shout if it does remain scoreless for quite a long time that it would be Keegan Gilbride. But that's not a guarantee. And you really can't say, okay, the offense, somebody from there. Everybody has pretty much stepped up so far today. You look at it, with the exception of Makito and Missener, everybody has reached at least once. Makito, the difference between him and Missener, who's just 0 for 2 flat out, he has an RBI. So 8 of the 9 guys have been productive today. And we are still in the top of the third inning. So plenty of ball left to play. Definitely a interesting thing to look at. First pitch taken, takes off the plate for ball one. You go back to the history of this series, the Lumber Company, they beat the Terriers as the 4 seed in 2024 en route to their WRCL championship win over Premier. Then last year in this exact championship, Stark County won it. Tegan flies this ball into left field. It's for Aaron Tucker. And he is easily there to make the catch, closing out the third inning. But the Lumber Company get an all-important run courtesy of a passed ball. Middle of 3 at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. Score now 6-0 MLC. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of 3 at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium, 6-0 Mountaineer Lumber Company on top. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Chris Jacoby, as you are watching the 2026 NABF Collegiate World Series Championship game on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. Thoughts on Keegan Gilbride so far? He's been quite impressive.
He's been really good. I mean, there was one, last inning, bottom of the second, there's 2 runners on in scoring position, and he got out of it. But he's been dominant so far. And he's doing a great job, and like you said, he could be well on his way to a MVP this game if he keeps it scoreless.
I say that like we really don't have any say when we have a lot of say in the MVP and the batting champion. We'll see, though. We're compiling stats as we speak. We do have some time, but we want to make sure once this one's over, we know who's getting what award. 3-0 count on Sempton. And we are saying that discounting the Stark County Terriers, but I'll bring back the quote, only a fool would count out the Stark County Terriers.
I agree.
You can never count this team out.
I agree. Look what they did last game. That told me enough for seeing them only play one game.
14 unanswered.
And I know you know a lot more about them.
Oh, 100%, as there's ball 4. I've covered this team extensively for 3 seasons in the WRCL. Every year they've been great. 1 year under Chris Willoughby, 2 under Reese Sabo. Again, Reese has done a great job with his team. From leaving off his pitcher on his first ever lineup card to today making it to back-to-back World Series championship games, he has grown quite a bit. And we've seen his raw emotion over at third base time and time again. He's a passionate coach. But that's what makes him such a special coach. And I'm sure some guidance from Chris Willoughby has also helped, as he is doing great things at St. Thomas Aquinas. Not too far away from here either. Maybe 15 minutes up the road to 62 in Louisville.
Yeah, it's right off 62. Probably about 15, 20 minutes.
Not terrible. Opposite direction for me going home.
Yeah.
The 1-0, a call strike on Jackson Kavanaugh.
Well, actually, your home will be Alliance, Ohio in a month, so actually it would be on your way home.
And technically we do have to go north, which you can get on 62. We're getting into the specifics now, aren't we? Right around Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Just a stone skip away from here in downtown Canton. Beautiful venue. Beautiful venue. The 1-1. Kavanaugh slices this ball into center field, but right to Luke Ickes. I think it was with you. We talked about it, but the major three sports, basketball, football, baseball, in my opinion, I think we did mention this, McKinley has the best three.
Oh, I 100% agree. Great facilities, and they put a lot of money into the programs here.
I do want to see them, though, finish off these suites. I want to see that done. Will they do it? I don't know, but I feel like there's definitely a reason to do it with the state championships coming here.
You know what I want to see? McKinley beat Massillon.
You're not the only one. Not saying I do. I'm just saying a lot of people told me, even after the Mount game that we played at the same time, they were more bothered about the McKinley game than they were about doing the interviews with Jeff Dart.
Should have had it this year. They should have had it this year. Or last year. But they got it this year. Don't worry. They're going to win a state championship this year. I can tell you that now.
Coach Lombardo just called from St. Ed's, so I don't know what to tell you there. I'll say that.
I can call up Mr. Parnell at McKinley, though. So, I mean, he can tell you a few words, too. So.
Oh, I'm sure. Count 2 balls, no strikes on Aaron Tucker. Good take high. He did walk his first time up, looks to do it again. The one issue that Keegan Gilbride has had today is the walks. So far today has given up 2 strikeouts, so that ratio exactly even. But about to go negative if he can't figure this one out. He won't. Second straight walk today for Aaron Tucker.
And I'm waiting for that smile on his face.
I do think it's funny, though. That,
there it is.
Oh, there it is. Perfect timing. But going back to it, I forget who Mount played, but we were going to interview Coach Dart. The whole conversation there was, I can't believe McKinley's losing. The refs were terrible. They didn't care about the Mount football game at that point. They just were more focused on the War of 1894.
This was probably in, I'm assuming, late October, early November.
Was it Heidelberg, maybe?
Heidelberg was on the road.
ONU.
ONU was home, yeah.
Can't believe I messed up those two teams.
They're both orange, I get it.
Close enough.
And they're in the relative same area, or at least they're out west, middle of nowhere. So
The middle of nowhere is accurate. This one sliced, foul, count 0-1. That's the funny thing about the OAC. You have a couple of schools, Mount, BW, Otterbein, Capital, in the thick of some cities.
yeah, yeah.
Then you just go out to ONU, even Heidelberg,
Wilmington.
Wilmington too. You'll see some of those good old West dust bunnies flying by your screen when you go and cut to them in a movie.
There's nothing out there. I lived out there for a couple weeks. There's nothing out there.
You were out there, so that's good enough. Count 0-1 on John Simicek. Reach on a fielder's choice his last time up. But Keegan Gilbride still trying to find his stride again. And it does look like we may have somebody going out to the bullpen. That is Luke McGeorge, as it appears, for the time being. Again, the Mountaineer Lumber Company has at least 4 pitchers, if not 5, they can use today. Gilbride being the first. They then have the McGeorges, and then they have, if needed, Kai Close, who can come in and close. If Ickes still has eligibility, you have a 5th, who also is in line to potentially be the number 1 for Mount Union in 2027 as things stand.
That's
Top
incredible.
returner, at least.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
The job that Jason Cottrell has done managing his pitching, it cannot be overstated. Fly ball sent down the left field line, and this is the breakthrough for the Stark County Terriers. Simicek will drive in 1. Tucker takes the turn. He is coming home and will score. It's a 2 RBI double for John Simicek. The Terriers are on the board for the first time in the championship game.
And native of Walsh Jesuit High School, you know, home of Ryan DePero as well. Like, what a hit right there. And some would say the Terriers are barking, I think. They're starting to bark a little bit.
Just a little bit. Now a 4-run ball game. I'm going to have nightmares of that sentence for the rest of my life because of you, Chris. I hope you know that.
It's all right.
It's okay.
It'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Now it turns to Caden Mastery. He singled his first time up. Can he drive in Simicek? Oh my! What a jump!
Yeah, that was incredible. Great steal. Easy. One in there standing.
How in the world didn't Gilbride step off or even somebody yell to step off? I feel like that's one as a defense you say step off. Didn't happen. Count sits at 1-0. For Gilbride up to 39 pitches. This will be his 40th. Well wide of Mastery.
Not locating as well right now. I picked that up, especially this last inning. Struggling to locate.
And Missener will go down to the pen. They will be warming up Luke McGeorge. I'm not surprised.
And that's a smart decision. When you have the arms available, you do it.
But if Gilbride can get you 5, you'll manage the last 4 with 3 to 4 arms. A 2-0, a call strike. Now my question is, does Coach Cottrell want to take Luke Ickes out of center field?
I don't know.
Would he be willing to?
I don't know. He's done a great job back there patrolling.
His speed is top-notch. That is worth thinking about if you do want to bring him on. He's a great pitcher. Yes, he did pitch against the Jasper Reds last year in the opener. Sharp grounder from Mastery, through into right field. Just like that, the deficit has been cut in half. It's a 6-3 ball game. An excellent piece of hitting from Caden Mastery. He's 2 for 2 on the day.
Wow, this is exactly what the Terriers needed, though. Now they're cut the lead right in half, and it's still only the bottom of the 3rd inning. And this is why we both said, like, you can't count these guys out. Like, you've seen it for 3 years. I've seen it yesterday.
It speaks volumes that one game, a semifinal must-win game, gives you that impression of this program without really having the other context behind it.
Yeah.
You take that out of the equation, you just think it was a good game of baseball. No, these guys have been doing it for years. They dominate this. Again, you have to give so much credit to Greg Turbovich. He went out, he got his guys, he recruits so well as the GM for this team. One of the best to ever do it in management in Stark County baseball history, if not Ohio baseball history. The 0-1, swing and a miss. I'm trying to think if there is an NABF Hall of Fame. Is there an NABF Hall of Fame, John? If there was, Turbo would be one of the first names in. Without a doubt. First ballot's easiest pick of the bunch, in my opinion. The 0-2, swing and a miss. 2 down.
That's a big second out there. You're only 1 out away now from limiting the damage to just 3 runs.
Now it turns to Ramon. He reached on an error his last time up. Batted .211 with 3 RBIs. Rather, 2 RBIs this past season in 11 games for Charleston out of Walsh Jesuit High School. How many times have we mentioned Walsh Jesuit High School with this Stark County Terrier team?
Quite a bit.
And think of all the recent success they've had, too.
Yeah. They just got great programs and facilities all around, though. They put a lot of money into that school. I know their football team gets protein shakes after every lift. I'm like, I don't even think many D3 schools do that, if any at all, really.
Holy Name did not do that, I can tell you that. We got gassers after practice, not protein shakes.
Gassers, yeah.
Shout out Coach Abu.
Hey, whatever makes it work.
It was terrible. The 1-0 misses inside. I'll tell you what, my one lasting memory of football practices at Holy Name High School would be his loud car. The muffler was not quiet at all. It rolls in, you look over, you're sweating bullets at that point, and you just accept your life's over.
Yeah, I remember running gassers for semi-pro, 100-yard gassers. It was not fun.
Can imagine.
No.
The 2-0 wide for ball 3.
Especially when you're running all the time as a quarterback with not so good protection.
It is semi-pro, so if you weren't expecting that, that's kind of on you.
Yeah, but there's some talented players in that league, I won't lie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And a lot better than what I was, and a lot bigger.
Also true. Gilbride's 3-0 high for ball 4. This is technically a semi-pro league, the NABF, but you go for football, the PAFL. Look at what the community in Cuyahoga Falls have done with the Rapids. Undefeated this season. They have been amazing. The job that Daniel Darman and company have done with that group is impressive.
Yeah, I know, like the Canton area, they've had two teams where they've been struggling just to, just get games going. But yeah, up there it's great. And I know in Western Ohio they do really good with semi-pro, like especially like that Lima area. They do really good out there for some reason. For some reason, in the middle of nowhere.
Those are the best ways to watch football and play football. You think middle of nowhere for high school football, Marion local.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Even for basketball and baseball, Berlin Highland. How many good teams they have. Baseball, especially Lake Center Christian out of Hartville. Not too far away from here. It's not as grassroots as what we saw from the Brooklyn Grays, but it's still kind of along those lines.
Yeah.
Count 0-1 on Ramon. 2 on, 2 down. As well, for those keeping score at home, he does represent the tying run. Time 11:07. We are just over an hour into this game, and we still have 6 innings to go. That's the beauty of a 9-inning championship game. It's never really over, is it? The 1-1 taken low. It's anybody's game.
Oh, 100%.
I think we both did say this was going to be a higher scoring game.
Yeah. I think I said 20-15 jokingly over there earlier. I'm like, oh, we might get it.
I think Matt said 11-10, which is not potentially too far off.
I would love that. I would love a 11-10 finish. Either way, I just want to see fireworks.
Oh, me too. Well, we saw fireworks last night after you left as somebody just kind of shot off a bunch to our rights.
Oh,
and
that's
the smoke kind of billowed its way over to Munson 1.
average Canton, Ohio experience.
It was. We're just in the middle of the game going on. We hear a lot of loud bangs off to our rights.
Well, I'm glad it was fireworks.
Well, that's what I gotta start working on.
3-1 count on Ramon.
Oh, yeah.
After him, it goes to Trey Martin. And this one is fouled off into the bowl below us. And nearly down the stairs. We'll count 3-2.
Yeah.
If Bryce was here, he'd be out of the press box in a hurry, and he'd be taking that one home.
Yeah, there was a kid here yesterday. He was just trying to find a ball for the longest time, and he finally got one up there. It took him like over an hour just to get a ball, but he kept waiting and waiting.
And then had to throw it back.
Yeah.
Anticlimactic at the end.
Unfortunate for him.
Gilbride's payoff pitch again, fouled away.
Yeah, you're supposed to throw him back for like D3 and stuff, but I'll tell you this. One time when I was in Florida, I still have a baseball from a New Hampshire league. It was like from a New England league I met. Like it was a team from Connecticut, I think. It was a New England league ball. It was really cool.
It's awesome. That's a benefit of baseball. Finding the foul balls that nobody else wants, and you take them home. Again, the payoff pitch. Shot right up the middle. It's into center field for a base hit. That'll send Mastery home from second. He will score. It's an RBI base hit for Alex Ramon. Make it 6-4. Don't look now, but the Terriers are right back in it.
And that's exactly what they needed. And they're still barking. They're really barking really loud right now. And this is only a 2-run ball game with an opportunity here to potentially tie this game or take the lead still.
Time is now called by Coach Cottrell. That might do it for Gilbride.
I think it will. I think it might be the best decision.
Definitely a tough call either way. Gilly is the ace. But this Stark County Terrier team finally got a jump on him. But we'll see. Typically, Coach Cottrell is the man who does the mound visits and the pitching changes. And this one will just be a mound visit. Coach Steve Wydu, he does on occasion, but Cottrell is one of the only coaches in this competition and in the WRCL who does his own mound visits, which I really do like. It's a leadership thing.
That is awesome. That is really cool.
And I still love how yesterday he's like, if we win, you're playing country roads, right? He made sure, and he said today, if they win, we'll have to hear John Denver over the loudspeakers again. As for Stark County, they want Oasis's Wonderwall. That was courtesy of the man in the batter's box, Trey Martin. He suggested it.
Okay. Shout out Trey Martin.
But a 6-4 ball game as he'll take ball 1 high. After him, we go back to the top of the order with Sempton. 10 combined runs so far. And we are not out of the 3rd inning. As of right now, we're in line for a 3.5-hour baseball game.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Nothing wrong with that, though.
No. The 1-0 high, back pick down to first. It's going to get through. So that should put 2 runners in scoring position as they continue to bobble the ball in right. Tegan will walk it in. The tying run now stands at second. That's the only risk of the back pick. Even if this game does go 3.5 hours, Chris, it'll be an hour shy of our longest game this year. 4.5 hours, 16 innings, and a walk-off win for Kent State Tusk over Penn State Shenango on a cold Tuesday morning in the middle of March.
The last time I went to a 16-inning game was the Guards Rays when Oscar Gonzalez hit the walk-off home run to send him into the next round.
Wow. 2-0 called a strike. But that game was crazy. Then we played game number 2 of the doubleheader. We kicked Canadian Valley off their field for their practice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And no, I was not paid overtime, unfortunately. It was okay. I was just happy they won.
Oh, they should have paid you double for overtime.
The 2-1, foul back. Very grateful to the Coach Morozak for giving me my first opportunity to call collegiate baseball. And, of course, one of my guys, Caleb Salgado, he got the winner. One of the guys out of state for KSU Tusk by way of Nevada.
Nevada produces some great baseball players, though. I will say that. They got a good pipeline out there and around the Vegas area.
Definitely do. 2-2 count on Trey Martin. And he will swing and miss to end the inning. 4th strikeout today for Keegan Gilbride. He gets out of the jam, but the Terriers are right back in it. They plate 4 in the 3rd. To the 4th inning we go at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. We have a new ball game essentially. 6-4, MLC on top. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Three innings complete, 10 combined runs from a 6-0 game to a 6-4 ball game in the span of around 25 minutes. Chris, what changed for the Stark County Terriers?
Oh, they started barking, obviously. I mean, that's what they did. Well, here's what they
And
really
there's a
did.
base hit to begin the inning.
They settled in pitching-wise, and offensively, they just did what they did yesterday. They started getting base hits, started getting guys on base, and they started making some motion happen. It's like a motion party.
They can get in.
And they can get in, yeah, as Boss
There we go.
Mandilo
Boss
would say.
Mandilo reference done.
There you go.
Let's
there
go.
You go.
We're on fire this morning.
Did that a lot for lacrosse season.
Yes, you did. But now Braden Clark, 3 for 3 on the day. Another potential MVP candidate out of this game. Missioner grounds this one over towards third. Look at the out at 2. And at 1. 5-4-3 double play. Just as quick as momentum was gaining again for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. Missioner hits into his second double play in a row.
And that's exactly what you need if you're the Terriers right now.
First one was 4-6-3. This one, 5-4-3. And we'll watch it back on the replay. It was some good defense from the home team. They needed it too.
Oh, 100% they needed that.
Great play all the way around. Seiss, he'll loft this one foul. Count 0-1. as it skips all the way back down. I think the stadium wants to try and hurt the fans. That's what it feels like almost. But for the Terriers, Sempton, Kavanaugh, Tucker, 1-2-3 coming up in the bottom of the inning for Stark County.
And it is a beautiful stadium here. I really love the setup and how it's well taken care of.
Really good broadcast perch, too. It really does have that minor league feeling. I love Rayfield Rogers Field because it's Mount Egan's home. I love Ron Model Field because it's Tri-C's home. But this just feels like a true broadcast perch. I mean, there's a wide view from up here. You can see everything. The 0-2, line drive from Seiss into center field, but directly to Trey Martin. Inning over. On paper, a 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Score remains 6-4, Mountaineer Lumber Company. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Good times here at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. We cannot look at memes before we go back on air, can we?
Oh, no, because I have some memes that would probably get me off air.
I think that one we just saw would definitely, as the call to the bullpen has been made. Luke McGeorge comes in for the second time. He started game number 2 of this World Series for the Mountaineer Lumber Company through only 2 innings. At the time, it was Coach Wydew filling in for Coach Cottrell, so he decided to go and bring in Jeff Seiss to finish that game. So here is Luke McGeorge once again, as this ball from Sempton is shot over towards first and taken care of by Braden Clark, who's had himself quite an impressive day. 3 for 3 at the plates.
Yeah, and right there's a big first out, though, for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. And if you're them right now, I feel like you just got to settle in. You just got to get one out at a time, one pitch at a time. You got a new pitcher in the game. And this is a situation where you just don't want the Terriers to take a lead, because once they take the lead, they don't tend to look back.
And we've seen it time and time again. McGeorge back at it, missing high for ball 1. He comes to this team as a rising sophomore out of Gannon via Massillon. And we talked about it on Friday. Is he a better pitcher or a better photographer? Have you seen his work before, Chris?
I have not.
At Luke McGeorge Media on Instagram. I'll tell you what, he is one of the best photographers in the area.
That's awesome. It's great. It's good. It's a good hobby to have. It's one hobby I thought about getting into myself.
I'm going to try to pull up the page just to show you some of his best work. And all the graphics on the Mountaineer Lumber Company Instagram are his.
Well, that's awesome. That's incredible.
The 2-1, Kavanaugh flies this ball over towards right field, and it is going to
What a play.
be caught. Wow, it's Will Tagan.
What a play. Sliding in to make the catch there. We got to see the replay on that one.
He just got it. He goes behind the pole to make the official catch happen. But that takes care of Kavanaugh. Going back to McGeorge, I mean, look at these wrestling photos, too.
He does it all. Looking at the replay here, look at this sliding catch. Beautiful.
Ooh. Beautiful. And an example of some great ones. You go back to this classic game that we're looking at right now. The Rams of Akron Garfield versus Euclid. One of his photos, the one I'm showing you right now.
Whoa.
That was our thumbnail photo for the craziness of that game because of how nice it was. This one popped up over towards third base.
Ooh.
Maybe caught in the dugouts. And I think they want interference, which we're going to watch it back.
That could be.
There is a case to make for it. We'll see here, Chris.
I think they're going to have a good discussion about this.
I think they should.
They are. They're convening. But here we go. Let's see what happens here on replay.
He could have reached over.
Yeah, there's a case for that for sure.
I'm calling it if I'm this crew. What you call exactly, I don't know. Would that be interference and an out to end the inning? We'll see. I think Coach Cottrell wants an explanation. I think the inning should be over. I think that's an out. If that's how they want to play interference, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what.
Or is that an ejection from the bench?
We'll see what
Which
happens.
also could be true. If that's an ejection, we'll have to see who it is, but that could be huge. If that were to be ruled interference, John, do we have a definition from the NABF as to what should be done?
Oh, it looks like.
Batter would be out. Would there be an ejection for it? No ejection, okay. So the call stands as just a foul ball. What do you think, Chris? Should that have been an out?
I don't know. That's very close. I mean, I get wanting to protect yourself at the same time, but he had an opportunity to reach over and make the play as well. So I see both sides of the story.
He didn't attempt it. That's the reason why I think they didn't call it.
If he attempted it, yeah, they would have called it.
You have to play the game a little bit. The 1-2, Tucker stays alive.
Just like that Chicago Cubs fan back in the 90s or whatever year that was.
What's his face? Zach Hampel going for those home run balls.
He's everywhere. I remember he was at the All-Star game. He caught a home run. Then he's not at the All-Star game.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't on top of the windscreen out in right field as this one is played towards right field for a base hit. Aaron Tucker 1 for 1. He walked his first 2 times up as he will continue to smile for the Stark County Terrier offense.
That's all he does is smile. That's all he does, and I love it. He has a great personality, great energy. As you can tell, he's a great player as well.
Is he smiling here? Let's see.
Not right now. Looks like he's locked in now.
2 shades of Aaron Tucker, smiling and locked in. Locked in this time as it turns to Simikek. First pitch, a called strike. In the 5th for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, Andon Bender, Brady Rollison, Ada Makito, 6, 7, and 8 due up. Throw back to first. Close but not in time. We did see Kiki Gilbride get a successful pickoff at first. That time around, not so much for McGeorge.
And one thing I like about this game is the competitiveness and how great of a game it is. Like,
exactly.
I'm very excited right now. Like, this has been a great ball game.
And to close out talking about his social media, make sure you follow him at Luke McGeorge Media on Instagram. He does great work. He reached out to us on Friday. I said he was pitching, so we put him on the graphic, and glad to see him back out here today. Grounder over towards short, easily picked up, but dropped by Bischoff at second. Bender just zipped it way too high.
Yeah, and you're giving the Terriers another chance here to add more runs, and that's not what you want to do if you're the Mountaineer Lumber Company.
And it goes to one of their biggest hitters, a guy who we've seen change a game with a grand slam on this channel last year. That being, of course, Caden Mastry. Now, time is called. Are we having a decision/conversation about this? What could possibly there be to talk about it?
Okay.
Warnings for something.
Both teams were issued a warning.
Maybe they're saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Maybe they're talking about the weather for today. You never know.
Sunny in it.
With the partly cloudy.
There's a chance for rain later on today. I think it's kind of shaded towards tomorrow as things stand. I think initially in the forecast it was supposed to be today, but if there is no rain, would this be the first tournament this year without rain on any day that we've done? It might be. Last weekend there was rain. Every single weekend I think there has been rain, except for this one to close it out. We're going to get like one little drop or something to ruin that in the bottom of the 9th inning, aren't we? It'll just start drizzling a little bit for like 5 seconds just to prove us wrong.
And I'm fine with that.
Mastery drills this one deep to right field, and it is going to be tracked down by Tegan.
Wow.
Based on the way it launched, I thought it had a chance. Tegan tracks it down to end the inning.
And off the crack of the bat, I thought that was going to be gone, honestly, as well.
Take a deep breath, Mountaineer Lumber Company. You're 4 innings down, 5 away from getting this huge win over the Terriers. We'll watch this one back on the replay as we head to break. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Who doesn't love a little Kenny Rogers? The Gambler. Great song.
Kenneth Rogers, one of the greatest to ever do it.
The late great at this point. But we go to the 5th. Bender, Rollison, Makito. As you are watching the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports, this ball played over towards second. It's going to be dropped. And it's an E4 to begin the inning against John Simakek. And he'll try to shake this one off. There he is. He's saying, I'll get the next one. So Bender will reach, bringing up Brady Rollison. He's 2 for 2 today. How important is it for the Mountaineer Lumber Company to score this inning?
I mean, I think it might be good to try to add some insurance runs here in the top of the 5th inning. It might be one of those things where it's like, all right, we got to find a way before the Terriers get right back into this.
So now it goes to Rollison as there is ball 1. Including this inning, 5 innings left to play. That's a crazy thing to think. 5 innings to end this season. I believe game number 70 for us, as that one is called a ball. 2-0 counts. Time 11:30, so an hour and a half into this game. Closer look at Andon Bender over at first base, as he'll see his teammate have a called strike. Do you think Andon is thinking about stealing at some point?
He might be. Try to get your runner back, try to get a runner in scoring position, because this is a great opportunity here. You have no outs. Why not?
Had 17 this past season for Revere. So definitely a threat to make it happen.
Yeah, and I think this would be the opportunity to try it. You know, try to get that third run.
The 3-1, it's off the plate. So 2 runners on. Again, it's a 2-run game. You want that third run to really feel confident. It's not completely comfortable, but time is called. This could be the call to the bullpen. I think Coach Sabo did just check with his bullpen to see if they're ready to go.
And
we'll see.
This could be a good opportunity to get a fresh arm in and try to maintain just the 2-run deficit and take advantage next inning and try to get back on offense.
But Schmel bridged the gap. Schnell wasn't bad at all. He played quite well today for the Terriers. He'll exit only allowing 1 run back in the second inning for the second time today. 3rd total alarm coming on for the Terriers as they go to their bullpen. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Luke Jansen appears ready to go on the mound for the Stark County Terriers. Schnell didn't do a bad job, but this is a long game. You make the change here. You keep your bullpen active. Do you like the move here from Coach Reese Thabo?
I do. I think you get a fresh arm in, and you get, because you have 2 runners on, there's no outs. You give them a different look. And what you have to do here, you have to keep this within a 2-run game, I feel like. You want to keep yourself in a great striking distance.
It'll be Aiden Makito stepping in for the 3rd time today. An RBI ground out and a fly out to left field thus far for him. First pitch from Jansen will miss in the dirt for ball 1. I do believe he was the pitcher who finished out Friday night and gave up the walk-off winner to the Brooklyn Grays. For this past season, 12.1 innings pitched, 9 runs allowed, 3 earned, 12 walks, 8 punched outs, and a 2.19 ERA in 10 appearances for Walsh. As we've mentioned a few times, Walsh, due to, of course, having an outdated field, it was time to get an upgrade. And the Briery family once again steps up, and they will have turf next season. The 2-0, it'll be just off for ball 3. And with it, some renovations being made to the batting cages, netting, and the press box, to name a few. Excited to see how that turns out next year. I'm hoping still my beautiful 400 upload Ethernet stays in that box. Especially if we go back there as the bases load.
And, yeah, bases loaded now. This is a great opportunity here if you're the Mountaineer Lumber Company to break this back open.
And for Grayson Bischoff, 0 for 1 today with a walk. He has struggled this tournament, but all of that's forgotten with 1 base hit here.
Oh, 100%. This is the biggest moment so far this tournament for him and just in general.
Biggest moment for him as a member of this team, I'm sure. Jansen finds the zone. 0-1 counts. After him, we go back to Luke Ickes, who is on a tear today, 2 for 2. I believe had 3 hits in the entire tournament before today. The 0-1 called on the inside edge. This is how Jansen battles back in. Count 0-2, Jansen looking to get this pivotal first out. Instead, it's grounded over towards shorts. 6, lobbed in. Not in time, he bobbled it.
Oh, wow.
So Bischoff drives in the 7th run today for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. We will watch this one back. MLC now up 7-4.
Yeah, that was something. I thought that was going to be a 6-4-3 double play, honestly, right off the rip, but
I don't get why Kavanaugh shoveled this.
just, yeah, he had plenty of time to cleanly throw it.
And now Ickes, a good fly deep to left field. It'll be caught by Tucker. A runner will tag up. Make it 8-4.
All right, there's 2 big insurance runs now for the Lumber Company, and that's exactly what they're looking for. And Ickes continuing to add to his great day. That's a double, a single, a walk, and a sac fly. And he still has time to get the cycle today.
He still does. Plenty of time as Will Tagan will step in. I know Matt yesterday was saying he hopes that Ickes gets a hit. It was the 6th inning. He just batted. I'm like, okay, it's not happening. To their credit, they nearly got back to Luke Ickes. But plenty of time for him. I expect to see him probably 2 more times today.
Yeah, at this rate.
At least 1 more time we'll see him for sure. The 0-1, a called strike. Quickly, a 2-strike count on Will Tagan. A nice catch in right field last inning. That if he didn't get there, we would have had a tie ball game. So really big in the grand scheme of things. And there he'll buy some time. But in the top of the 5th inning, which team do you feel has enough left in the tank right now as things stand? Is this where the end of the line is for the Lumber Company, or can they go the distance?
I don't know.
Because we can say momentum is with the MLC, all that. Does it look like this team has enough in the tank?
I think it does. I think it does, personally.
I think until we're proven otherwise, they do. The 1-2 Tagan grounds it over towards short. Kavanaugh, he'll chuck to 1. Way late.
Yeah.
Bases loaded.
The wheels were on showcase there, and another bases loaded opportunity now. This could really be breaking it open here.
Wheels on for the Lumber Company. Wheels off for the Terrier defense.
And you do not want the wheels falling off all the way.
And this is the last guy that the Terriers want to face. Braden Clark, 3 for 3. 3 singles today. Can he continue his ever impressive tournaments? Underneath that one, pops it into foul territory. And it is going to get out of play foul. Count 0-1.
And I think he takes the same approach, though, just continuing to be aggressive and trying to just look for that base knock. Now, I don't know if he maybe tries to mess with the launch angle a little bit and try to rip one out of here or not, but I definitely think he's going to keep that same approach and try and just barrel it up and get it out to the outfield.
Anything in the outfield probably brings in a run. And a good hold there. Do you expect some batting changes coming up for the Terriers? You have Dennison coming back in. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts in the DH spot.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. I mean, he's been a guy that had a great night last night, though, so you expect him to respond? You got to see.
As well, that might be Nick Hinton behind the plate now. I don't think that's a double-digit number. I think that could be him. The 2-1 hits him. 9-4, and yes, that is Nick Hinton behind the plates. Again, as we've kind of said, the wheels are coming off. A 3-run inning as things stand for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. The only run rule here, I believe, is 10 after 7, correct?
8 after 7.
8 after 7, okay. I think that's the JUCO ruling opposed to the NCAA. But still, a chance that we even get that. We kind of saw it last night, but is this the umpire crumbling? It could be. This is an empire for the Stark County Terriers.
Yeah, I mean, winning it for 4 straight seasons is very impressive.
Last year they didn't win it. It was 2021, which at that time we were still semi in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy to think about. The 0-2, it'll miss low. Missing her so far today, a strikeout and 2 double plays. 0 for 3. Looking to avoid that fate here. Bases loaded, 1 down. 5-run game. Looks good.
Wow.
I'm kind of surprised it wasn't called. Jansen will have to try it again. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. We are nearing the hour and 45-minute mark of this game. The 2-2 grounded over towards right field. Picked up at second, knocked down on the infield. But it'll be an infield base knock for Josh Missener. Make it 10-4 Lumber Company. It is now a 4-spot this inning.
Yeah, just weak enough contact there to push it to second base, and it was a great diving attempt. But yeah, way to hustle down the line, and another infield base knock for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, and they're really breaking this open now.
Everybody on this roster has reached at least once today. All 9 guys have made their way on base. Slice, you'll fly this one foul off towards right field.
Oh, man.
You don't make that catch, though. I think you leave it.
That would have been a tough play to get up and make a throw back to home.
Looking at it as well in regard to hits. Makito and Bischoff at the bottom are the only guys without hits. They've been amazing. Back-to-back games scoring 10+ as well for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. The 0-1 taken. And now 1 ball, 1 strike. In the bottom of the 5th, Dennison, Crable, Ramon, 6, 7, and 8. And that might be Hinton in place of Crable. We'll see. Right out the middle, Jansen knocks it down. It goes to second. Throw to first. Not in time, he's safe. Make it 11-4.
What a way to beat that out down the line. That was bang, bang close, though. That was very close.
If Jansen would have caught it, the inning would have been over somewhere. So a fielder's choice RBI for Jeff Seiss. Well, let's watch this one back. I mean, he's so close. Just couldn't bring it in. Knocks it down for a second baseman, and I do think Seiss beats it out.
Great hustle down the line. Way to get yourself another run, though.
Second 5-spot today for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. That's just incredible how well they've played. Call strike on Bender to begin. 8-run lead after 7 is enough for the run rule. The Lumber Company is 1 run away from making that happen, albeit a few innings early and 9 outs away. I don't know if we get it. I'd be surprised. Throw back to first. Close, but not in time. Do the Terriers still have it in them? Or is this demoralizing enough?
I don't know. I don't think you can ever count out the Terriers.
You can't. That's the scary thing. I feel like almost any other team in this tournament, you'd say, okay, at this point, it's wraps. Not these guys. And if they find a way to come back and win this game, it'd be stunning. At this point, it'd be stunning. Their biggest deficit of the tournament. The 1-1, high and in. As for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, if they pull this off, talk about the best possible 3 years to begin a program. League champions in 24, runners-up in this tournament in 25. You make amends, you win it in 26. They have done nothing but win.
This is a great opportunity for them to get that win, that biggest win in program, a young program.
I would say it's the biggest win in program history if they get this win.
And it's crazy how we've seen one of the younger programs and we've seen a program from the 1800s yesterday as well with the Jasper.
Yes, the first game yesterday as there is ball 4 to load the bases featured a team established in 2024 and a team established in 1893. That's the beauty of baseball, is it not?
That is awesome.
So much history. Now the question is, we saw Hetherington before. Does he come in next? I think he does. Rolison, he'll foul this one off. And I think some of the stealth select players from the 965 games off to our right are making their way to Munson Stadium to go and watch this one. I don't think they're playing here after this. I could be wrong. If they are, oh well, we're not staying around, but we'll see. The 0-1, a called strike. And if so, they might be well behind. They're at field 2. Yeah, they're all at field 2 today, so nothing else in the stadium after this, as expected. Jansen's 0-2, fouled away by Rollison. This is his second time in the batter's box this inning. The Mountaineer Lumber Company has batted it around with a 7-run lead as well. Jansen needs this. But Rollison wants it more. Base knock into left field. That'll bring in one. 12-4 Lumber Company. What a day for Brady Rollison. What a tournament. He's 3 for 3 in this championship game with 2 RBIs.
Way to shorten up the swing there, go opposite field, and just add another run. Now you're up to an 8-run lead. And once you get to the 7th inning, you could put it away if you can maintain this lead.
As they say, it's an Oppo Taco. And this result, Loco for the Mountaineer Lumber Company.
Could always go for a taco.
LeBron can too, I guess. Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday, yeah.
Now it turns to Makito. Called strike. Did you expect this?
No, I did not. Honestly, I expected the Terriers to come back and take the lead and do exactly what they did yesterday.
The 0-1, a called strike. It's just stunning.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Mountaineer Lumber Company right now.
Me too. As we've said, if they win this, in my opinion, biggest win in this young program's history. The 0-2, Makito fouls it back. And it's not for a lack of strikes from Jansen. You look at this inning, walk, hit by pitch, a couple of walks earlier on, but a lot of strikes. The counts just get worked negatively against him after going up 0-2, and he loses it in the end. That's all it is. Makito, grounder over towards first, right to the base to end the inning. It's a 6th spot for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. The crazy thing is, in this championship run, it's not even their best inning. They played at 8 in the 6th last time out in the semifinals. To the bottom of the 5th, we go at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. It is all MLC of 12-4 on the Terriers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. As the saying went in the 1980s, do you believe in miracles? The Terriers have to believe in one now. Down by 8 to the Mountaineer Lumber Company as that first pitch is high and in. And I don't think Chase Dennison is too pleased with that pitch from Luke McGeorge.
Yeah, that one kind of rode him up inside there, and I don't think I'd have been too pleased with that as well, especially when it gets close to your face.
Rude awakening, so to speak. Time now 11:50, so nearly 2 hours into this championship game. The 1-0 Dennison gets popped up, going towards shallow center field, and caught at short for out number 1 by Andon Bender.
That's a quick first out to start this inning, exactly what you want if you're the Lumber Company.
So now here comes the change. It's Nick Hinton in for Daniel Crable. Crable walked twice, but they made the catching change, so with it, the batting change follows. Make sure you stick with us after our game is over. We'll have our player of the game presentation. We'll have everything announced here but we'll also have our trophy celebration with the winning team. Hinton drilled towards third, knocked down at the bag by Rollison.
Oh.
And he overthrows it. Not a bad attempt from Rollison to get it there. A nice snag by Clark to keep it in the infield. But Ramon, or rather Hinton, comes in. He's 1 for 1, now making way for Alex Ramon.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity now for the Terriers to have a runner on base. Try to at least get out of the run rule situation here. Just get yourself closer and closer. You got plenty of time to chip away. And like you said, it will take a miracle, but if there's a team to do it, this is the team.
You do have 8 outs to play with, too, so that also is going in your favor on your home diamond. But they need some energy from somewhere. They need somebody to step up here. And I think the game-changing play was the catch from Will Taken in right field. That ball gets down from, I believe that was Mastery last inning. It's a tie ball game. Instead, it's an 8-run game. That one play put this one on a collision course for a blowout win for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. And their offense, for sure, is not done. The 0-2, sharp foul ball. But for Coach Reese Sabo and company, they will need to find a way out of this, and quickly. They did struggle the last time they were here against the Mountaineer Lumber Company, and those struggles have bled into this championship game. The 0-2 high and in. Go back to the game. It was on July 8th, an 8-4 loss. It was 8-1 Mountaineer in the 5th inning in that game. They came back, they scored 3, but to no avail in the end. McGeorge's 1-2. Line drive over the second baseman's head into right field. It goes for a base hit. So 2 on, 1 down for Trey Martin.
This is a great opportunity here for Martin to just chip away. And what do we think Martin does here? What do you think his approach is? I think he uses a swing. I don't think he tries to put down a bunt in a situation like this.
Quick drag bunt.
He could.
I want to see the defensive set here. Rollison's a strong glove. I would say the strongest fielder of the bunch in this infield. Played for Ohio State for a little bit. He does have that pedigree behind him. If you can catch the right side sleeping, drag bunt.
You could.
Get it out. I mean, look at the depth of this infield. They're way back. But he'll ground this one off towards the right side. They'll get the out at 2. And bobbled. So it's a fielder choice for out number 2. I'm kind of surprised based on the set he didn't try it.
Yeah, maybe his approach was already going into it, no matter what the set was going to be, just a swing and just to try to get a base knock. But, I mean, he still reaches on base, pushes a runner to third, advance a runner. You have runner on the corners with 2 outs, so you still have the potentiality here to get a run.
So now it turns to Sempton. As for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, it'll be Matt McGeorge going down to the bullpen now to get warm. They are using everybody and anybody to set up Kai Close to close this game out, most likely. Sempton, he'll take ball 1. But this pitching rotation has looked quite impressive so far. There have been some hiccups. But as things stand, if the Terriers don't score, they won this game in the first inning. The 1-0 call strike. Good frame behind the plate from Makito. He's also had himself a nice tournament. This entire Mountaineer Lumber Company team has been outstanding in 2026. And they are about ready to bookend the season. Sempton, though, a fly ball to left center field. It's for Ickes, and the side is retired. No damage done again by the Terriers in the 5th. To the 6th we go. MLC in paradise, up 12-4. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Mountaineer Lumber Company chopping down some trees today in style. An 8-run advantage as we enter the 6th inning.
Ooh, I love that reference there, chopping down some trees. It looks like they're putting a muzzle on those Terriers right now.
Indeed. It turns to Greenie, Ethan Green out of Wadsworth High School, and another member of the Tri-C team this past season. The 0-1 Green drives this one into right field, but it'll go directly to Sempton. 1 up, 1 down.
That's exactly what you need, though. If you're if you're the Terriers right now, you need to just get back on offense as quick as possible.
Quick outs, efficient outs. That's all you need. It doesn't matter if it's the cleanest outs or whatnot. Flashiness won't win you this game. The little things, or in this case, just simply getting outs, will win you this game. Now we go back to the top of the order with Luke Ickes. Can he continue his impressive day? But for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, if they can get this win in 7, I think everybody would leave here stunned.
I agree. That'd be a big upset victory and the biggest one in program history.
By far. You can argue 2021, but I think this one would be more satisfying. If they do win via the run rule, both of their championships, one WRCL, one NABF, would be via run rules, as this one is knocked down at first base, 2 down. An excellent play from Caden Mastery.
It's an outstanding play just to knock it down, get back up, and get the out. And that's the first time today Ickes is actually
retired without a fuss.
Yeah, I was say.
The other one was a sac fly.
Yeah,
so
that won't count against him. So.
But now Will Tagan steps in. Hard 90, strikeout, flyout, single. In the bottom of the inning, Kavanaugh, Tucker, Simicak, 2 through 4 coming up. First pitch low for ball 1. What needs to change overall for the Terriers? The approach hasn't been bad. They've had some good contacts. What else needs to change?
I would say you just got to be able to just continue to be aggressive. Just be aggressive like you were when you scored 4 runs back in the 3rd inning. You just got to be aggressive. Got to get guys on base. Just got to find ways to make it happen. And you got time still. Like
the 1-1 is shot up the middle into center field for a 2-out base hit. A nice swing from Will Tagan, his 2nd base hit of the championship game. Also, Chris, if you lean out the window, kind of put your hand over your ear and listen, it's crickets from the Stark County Terrier bench.
Yeah, they're stunned. They
need to be engaged and alive in this game. We saw it with the Brooklyn Grays. Without that energy, they would have been pounced even more than they already were by the Mountaineer Lumber Company. They probably wouldn't have scored.
And it does matter. It does matter whenever you have your teammates supporting your back.
It always matters. I know you remember it from the John Carroll game this past season when Nick had that touchdown. Everybody ran to that corner of the end zone from the Mount Union bench. Everybody was there. I think it's a good photo of, I'm pretty sure Mitch Coffey just going nuts on the sideline when it happened. They all kind of ran up. They greeted him after that great play. But that energy was huge.
Yeah.
Fan energy, player energy, it's huge. Especially in baseball. You go back to
Bryson Stott's A-OK home run a few years ago. That was all crowd noise. It mattered. It helped him be great. Still a great play. An all-time great play in baseball. The 0-2, swing and a miss to end the inning. So, a good stop for the Terriers, but they have some work to do. Middle of 6 at Thurman Munson, 12-4 Lumber Company.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then, you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Chris, what do you know about Pump It Up?
Pump It Up is an amazing song. Mount Union football would be ringing in Kara Stadium.
It's ringing out here at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. The Terriers, they need to pump it up, down by 8. They have plenty of work to do, but not much time to get it done. First pitch, a called strike from Luke McGeorge. He stays in. Matt McGeorge has been warming up. He could be the closer coming on to finish this game in the 7th. But if the Terriers score, we would not be done in 7. Kavanaugh, Tucker, Simikek, 2 through 4, trying to get this offense rolling. As we've said, they need to have that miracle mentality. Right now, if we had the live odds, it wouldn't be looking too good for the Stark County Terriers, but still a chance in this game. They will always have a chance until we're done. The 1-2, swing and a miss.
Ooh, a big punch out there.
First of the game for Luke McGeorge. And I'll tell you what, for the batting champ and MVP, we have had a few heated conversations
Yeah.
up here trying to figure out who is going to get it. And again, you can pretty much say for all-tournament team, you're looking at the all-tournament team, it's the Mountaineer Lumber Company.
Everyone's stepping up, playing a role today.
That is baseball at its finest. Now it turns to Aaron Tucker as he'll take ball 1. So far, so good for him today offensively. 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Not a bad day at the office for Tuck. He'll ground this one over towards second. And that'll be the first time today he has retired. A good job by Clark to keep his foot on the bag via the reestablishment. 2 up, 2 down.
For McGeorge right now, this is what you want. You want quick work. You want quick innings. You want to be efficient because you're trying to get to that 7th inning.
So now John Simikek steps in. But if the Terriers, push come to shove, have to score next inning, they're going to need an all-time great frame as they have not scored since the 3rd. That made it a 6-4 game. We thought, okay, this is where the Terriers fight back in. It hasn't been the case. They've been quiet. They still have time to get back in this game.
Yeah.
But you can feel the sun setting on their season. And with it, their 4-peats. Mambo number 5 will have to wait as things stand. Simikek pops this one up on the infield. In the middle. Bischoff is there. Inning over. The Terriers will go in order in the 6th. To the 7th inning we go. It's all Mountaineer Lumber Company up 12-4 on the Stark County Terriers.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The stunning result continues to be shocking, Chris. 12-4 Mountaineer Lumber Company over the Stark County Terriers as you are watching the 2026 NABF Collegiate World Series Championship game on SmeeSports in partnership with the Western Reserve Collegiate League. Even if this is the end of the dynasty for the Stark County Terriers, yet again, the trophy will stay home in the Western Reserve Collegiate League.
Yeah, this has been an incredible outing for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. I don't think we were expecting this at all. I thought we were expecting a closer game, especially this late.
Funny you say close. It's Kai close in the batter's box now. Perfect timing.
Some would say.
Count out 2 balls, 1 strike. Closed this past season as a freshman for Charleston. 1.50 ERA. He was impressive in 18 innings of work, went over 3 at the plate. But 18 innings of work, 6 runs allowed, 3 of which were earned. 14 walks, 13 strikeouts. A really good freshman season for the product of Wadsworth High School. Jansen's 3-1. He'll ground over towards second base. Bobbled. Throw to 1.
Ooh.
Just in time. A great recovery for out number 1.
Way to stay with it there off the bobble. I was very close, though.
But less than convincing for Simicek. As that'll take care of Kai Close. In place of Braden Clark, too. That's an interesting one. Or actually, that'll be in place of Josh Missiner. Okay, that makes more sense. So with 1 down, it turns to Jeff Seiss. Seiss so far today, 3 RBIs, including a fielder's choice. He's been good. I believe he has the team lead in this game in RBIs. He does. But overall is 1 for 4. That is the only negative for him. But he got the scoring going back in the first inning, a 2 RBI single. He's had himself a nice tournament. A quiet tournament, but a nice tournament.
Oh, that ball just...
Do we have a stat check on him for this tournament? I'm going to try to get it up on my end. Jeff Seiss. There are just so many people on this one sheet. It's a full war chest of a document. And I don't think the iPhone that I have is liking it all too much.
I don't think you're going to be able to see that one through there.
Unless I'm very careful looking over. This one skied away. Over towards first. And caught. 2 down. So a nice catch. 2 up, 2 down.
And we're just... might just be 1 out away here from going to the bottom of the 7th for the Terriers. It's just... that's it for them. It could be it for them. It's going to be do or die for them in the bottom of the 7th.
Seiss entered this game with a 455 average. That's what I was looking for. A fair few amount of RBIs as well. Don't have that exact number again. It's a beautiful master document, but the iPhone, it's saying not today. I don't know how many pages that thing has. It does help that John does accounting. I'm sure his knowledge of Excel does help him to make these spreadsheets a little bit. Otherwise, that'd be a pain. Oh, no. The 1-1. Taken high from ball 2. Could that have been worse timed?
Yeah.
I feel like we jinxed his computer.
It's all right. Hopefully he has a charger over there.
Hopefully there's a charger.
I don't have.
Oh,
Man.
no, he doesn't have a charger. Counting out 3-1.
Oh, boy.
The wheels have fallen off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Might have an extra charger. We'll see. Swing and a miss. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Took a big hack there.
Still action in the bullpen as I believe it'll be Matt McGeorge coming on to close this one out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Payoff pitch grounded right out the middle towards short. Cavanaugh knocks it down. Throw to 1.
What a play.
In time. If that's the last defensive play of the season for the Terriers, it's a great way to go out. But they want to come back out for the 8th inning. Last chance to keep this one going when we return to Thurman Munson Stadium.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Four years of wins at the NABF Collegiate World Series. But it could end today for the Stark County Terriers. The 5-peat bid on its last breath.
Yeah, the Terriers, they're not barking right now. And it's safe to say they've been muzzled up recently. And this could be it for them. This could be it. The 4-peat, it could be all over. It could end that right before 5.
They have to score this inning. Mastery, Dennison, and then it'll go to Hinton in place of Crable. So 5, 6, and 7 trying to keep their season alive. The 1-0 called a ball. If Luke McGeorge can't finish it off, it would then turn to Matt McGeorge out of the bullpen. And then after there, Kai Close will be available as he enters the game via the DH slot. The 0-2 high and out for ball 3, or for the 2-0. As we've said all day, because we really can't believe it. Who saw this coming?
Yeah. Did not see this one coming. I really expected it to be closer, and once the Terriers got 4 runs, I expected them to honestly take the lead. But no, the Mountaineer Lumber Company, they're silencing the doubters today.
Anybody who doubted this team, as you just said, I think they have a lot of explaining to do as to why they did. The 3-1, a beautiful shot deep to right center field. And this one is going to ping off the wall and stay in play. It is extra bases for Caden Mastery. He's going on his way to third, and he is in with a leadoff triple. We're speaking too soon here. The game-saving run 90 feet away for the Stark County Terriers.
All right. Looks like they're staying alive. That was a beautiful piece of hitting there, and great hustle around the bases to get into third base. Now you set yourself up nicely to at least get 1 run this inning.
Mastery now 3 for 4 on the day. A little bit more behind it, it would have been a solo shot. Now Chase Dennison looks to bring him in to save the game. Infield in. They're treating this like it's the winning run, essentially.
Yeah.
I love that mentality, though, from the Mountaineer Lumber Company. They want to win here. They know what they want. They know what they can do. This is a winning team's mentality.
They won't put it away now. Because why wouldn't you want to run rule a team?
And then, if they leave the door at all open for the Stark County Terriers, most times it does not end well. Can they hold their nerve? 2-0 high for ball 3. I think if this is a walk, you bring on Matt McGeorge. It's a tough call. You want to see if Luke can finish this one out, at least this inning. But if you're really putting all your eggs in the basket of winning this game at 7, at the same time, if you don't want to throw Kai close, then you have one option left. I think you'll throw him, and then if needed, Ickes. You don't want to take him out too early. Another pitcher gets shelled even worse. You have nowhere else to go. That's worst case scenario. But definitely a possible scenario. 3 balls, no strikes. Dennison takes it high and in for ball 4. That'll put runners at the corners. And now that'll bring up Nick Hinton, 1 for 1 today after coming in for Daniel Crable. But for Chase Dennison, he needed that walk for his confidence.
Yeah, now you have 2 guys on. You're in a great position. Runner at the corners, no outs. You could really start to chip away and make this a ball game again.
At the same time, one wrong move, and you're packing it up early.
100%.
First pitch, a called strike on Hinton.
If you're Dennison here, I think this is a great time to try to steal because you do not want. I know the lumber company does not want to throw going back into the outfield and giving up a free run. So
That's true.
It's a great opportunity to get 2 guys in scoring position.
Makito does have a great arm behind the plate, and they're going to get him in a rundown here.
Uh-oh.
And he is going to duck it. Throw to second. Not in time.
Wow.
He steals the base. Excellent base running from Chase Dennison. He holds his nerve.
Some would say he's too slippery, as Boss Man D'Lo would reference.
I mean, how in the world did he duck that tag?
I don't know.
And it's all
That
smiles between him and Andon Bender.
That was very impressive.
And I think Coach Cottrell wants him to be out of the baseline. I don't think he was. I think he stayed inside.
Yeah, I think that was an amazing way to swim around it.
It also could be some words for McGeorge without using an official mound visit. If that's what he did there, honestly, if I was a coach and I went out there, make it seem like I'm angry about a call and then just give something to my pitcher, it's not a mound visit. It's playing the game. It's playing the system. Don't hit the player, hit the game. The 0-1 taken high.
You think this could be a situation where you walk and just try to get a force at every base?
No, I don't see that happening. You have 2 guys right here that are really good, and nothing says you can't go to your bench and bring on somebody even better to hit. It depends who you have available. Now, you had Zeckley on the bench, which I don't think you do. I don't think he's here today. But that's where you'd slot him in if he walked and say, you know what? You walked him, but here comes our power hitter to try and change this game.
Yeah, and I've seen him hit some tanks before. He's a phenomenal power hitter.
Who knows? Maybe he is hidden somewhere in that bench. The 1-2 high and in. Do we know for sure he's not here?
I don't know.
That's the only issue. You don't have the full subs. We were not given that information. I've seen a couple of guys. I don't think I saw him out there for the anthem, so that's probably what we need to know. The 2-2 fouled away.
Man, this is...
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's about to transpire here, but if a strikeout happens here, I think you kind of have the thought of like, all right, do we walk a guy? Do we try to force 2?
And then you bring up Trey Martin.
See what happens. Let's see what happens.
The 2-2, ball 3.
Ooh.
Full count 3-2. If this is ball 4, do we think Coach Cottrell makes that change? I'm kind of surprised he didn't already, but does he now?
Could be going to that time.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. McGeorge trying to close out this game. Still 3 outs away, but cannot give up a run. Otherwise, we will play on. We'll count 3-2. Ground ball. Gonna ping away. The game will continue. That'll bring in a pair for the Mountaineer, or rather the Stark County Terriers. Make it 12-6.
Yeah, just like you said, this game will continue, and that was a great job originally to try to stay in front of it and keep the runner at third, but it just pinged right off him and went out to the outfield. And Terriers, they just won't go away.
We'll see how this one is scored. Single. 2 RBI single. So since coming on, Hinton is 2 for 2. And we are guaranteed to see the 8th. So now if you're Stark County, you have 9 outs to play with. You need 6 runs. It doesn't sound as bad.
Sounds doable.
For this team, of course. One of the innings prior, we were talking about their great comeback in, 2022? Down big and then won 13-10.
Yep.
Could this be a repeat occurrence? The 0-1 chopped up the middle. Flick the 2 is in time. Throw to 1. Not close. So a fielder's choice for out number 1.
You at least get the lead runner out there. And you still have the opportunity to turn 2 here to get out of the inning. Not the worst case scenario.
Now it turns to Trey Martin. As for the Lumber Company, they need their offense to get back into this game. They haven't scored since the 5th. They'll need some run support in the 8th. Otherwise, we will see the 9th inning guaranteed. Martin thought about it, but they will say he goes. That's what you have to do better on. You have to hold up. And I think he knows it as well. So far today, a fielder's choice, a ground out, and a strikeout for Trey Martin. 0 for 3. Runner goes, or fakes. Swing and miss. Count 0-2.
All right.
Kind of surprised he didn't try to bunt earlier. I would have liked to have seen it. In the end, we don't. Runner goes this time. Pitch, a called ball. Throw down to second. Not in time. And keep the train moving along the tracks.
Excellent jump there. Great steal. And the throw was just obviously a little too high there. No shot there on the throw.
But 18 combined runs here. We expected it. We expected a high-scoring affair, and we have gotten just that.
Yeah. We have a ton of offense.
And still some game left to play. The 1-2 well wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes with Sempton at the top of the order due back up. This game's still not over. Did you really think it was going to end in a run rule win in the 7th?
No. Not with the Terriers, man.
I think it was a given that we were going to play at least to the 8th inning, if not the 9th. But we'll see what this offense can do. Throw back to second. It's into center field. Relay to third. It's going to be close. And they got him.
What a
throw.
Ooh, Luke Ickes.
Great play.
By a great player.
Indeed. Count still 2-2. A great timing play. And then from there, he was just caught leaning. But watch it back on the replay. That tag was right on his head. Perfect timing again. And the Lumber Company is 1 out away, 1 strike away from getting out of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. To the 8th we go. The Terriers keep this one going, but still down by 6. A mountain to climb over the next 2 frames.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
A few changes for the Stark County Terrier defense as we enter the 8th inning. Well, it's the second baseman. He comes on to pitch. It's John Simicek. And in his place, it's Chase Dennison in the game at seconds. Thoughts on the change?
Curious to see how this works out for him. I mean, this seems like a situation where they're like, all right, we're going to go all out now. We just got chipped away, got right back into this game to an extent of they didn't get run ruled. 6 runs seems manageable for this team within 2 innings. It's really just going to come down to what they can do offensively.
You bring out a pitcher who threw 5.1 innings this past season, allowed 1 earned run, 3 walks, 2 Ks, with a .69 ERA, 1-0 record, 1 save, and 4 appearances. So you bring on a strong arm.
Yeah.
Anything you have left, it has to go here.
1,000%.
The 2-1. Close, but not close enough. Now, for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, they have Rollison, Makito, and Bischoff, who earlier on was replaced by Green. They need some offense on their end. If they come up here passively and don't do anything, you are inviting the Terriers back in even more. Even if they play 3, 12-9 game, manageable for Stark County. Payoff pitch, Rollison fouls it away. Time now 12:30, 2.5 hours in.
Pretty good game time so far, I would say.
Considering this is the 8th inning, I'll say so as well. Payoff pitch, low for ball 4. It's not like that middle game yesterday, which was a game that had no bearings on the overall brackets. That went 2.5 hours, delaying us by quite a bit by the end of the night.
Yeah.
I think in the end by an hour and 15 minutes.
I didn't stay for the full length of that one. I had to leave by the 2nd or 3rd inning because I needed to go home and eat dinner.
I think you didn't stay for the length of the last game, which would have seen you leave here right before midnight. I think I got home at 1:20 last night. Got to bed by 2:30 because I had to make the graphic, because I didn't prepare, because I didn't know who was going to be the championship game. But here we are. Runner goes. Throw down to second is late.
Great jump. If you're the Mountaineer Lumber Company, you see this as an opportunity to take a run back, maybe 2 runs back, and try to end it in the bottom of the 8th.
Which is ideal. They do have the pitching to get this game over with, which that's probably the reason why they win this game, if they do. They had pitching available. The Terriers, they had to kind of put all the cards on the table and spread them first before really making their moves. Pretty much they played poker with an open hand. Of course, that meaning Ty Dennison pitching earlier than expected. The 2-0 just off the plate for ball 3. But as they said, they had to win the semifinals to make it to the championship game. That was never a for sure game. In the end, it was. We saw that it was, but still, it was never a guarantee. The 3-0 taken high for ball 4. Makito will draw the walk as Greeny comes back in for his second chance.
That's 2 runners on, no out. This is a prime opportunity here to just get those 2 runs home and just try to end it in the bottom of the 8th with those arms that you have. Like
Even if you score 1 more here, I think you're pretty confident going forward, but you're not arrogantly confident.
No, without the Terriers have been able to come back before in games.
You can never doubt this team. Runner goes here. And he's easily in at third. So Rollison takes third on a big jump. Put runners at the corners for Greeny. This is a great opportunity for him. But once again, a beautiful day for baseball. We have had 4 amazing days of baseball at Thurman Munson Stadium. It has been a joy to be here all weekend. The 1-0 runner, back pick down to first. Ooh, nearly down the line. A great catch by Mastery. But definitely blessed to have had this nice of a weekend for baseball.
Yeah. Cool mornings, cool evenings, but it feels perfect.
We were punished enough last week with the storms and the smoke.
Yeah.
The 1-1 swing and a miss. Runner goes to second. And he is in there safe.
And 2 runners in scoring position now. This is prime opportunity.
And I feel like for the NABF, a great way to bookend the Canton portion of the season. And this is, I'm sure, what John will lead with at the meeting, that the Collegiate World Series was a success. And then we'll deal with the smoke. We'll deal with that part of it later. Always a good time with those meetings. Congratulations on a great season as well to one of the more historical NABF squads, the Portland Rockets, as they bowed out as a runner-up in their tournament yesterday. The 1-2, a nice block behind the plate. And that was the cool thing about going to the meetings last year. You got to meet a bunch of the other franchisees from around the country, whether it be other places in Ohio, Knoxville, I believe even New York. I think that's where Portland's from technically, correct? The New York area? But across the board, I would say across the Northeast and a little bit further south when you go to Knoxville, just to see how all the franchisees operate. The 2-2, you have to appeal this, right? No, they don't.
Wow.
I feel like on any check swing, especially with 2 strikes, you tag and make sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he went, but check it just in case. Simicek's payoff pitch. Greeny will swing and miss. 1 down.
It's a big first out, especially with those runners.
So first strikeout today for Simicek. And now back to the top we go with Luke Ickes. A great championship game for Luke. He is just looking for a way to end it in style. As things stand, 2 for 3. He'll fly this one into left field. Again, we have to make sure with him, you never know. I'm still shocked that first ball that he hits, that was a double, wasn't a foul ball. In all likelihood, it should have been. And then we're holding play here as we need more baseballs. That's the only issue. We typically need more baseballs. Once again, we kind of give the rundown of the pricing of these baseballs. $100 a dozen. You typically lose around 6 a game, so $50 a game in baseballs.
Yeah.
Good thought. Every single one that's gone, a basic bowl at Chipotle is gone with it.
Huh.
Shout out Jose.
Yeah.
We're going all the call-outs today, aren't we?
Might have to join them there. You never know.
As you go couch to couch.
No, not
Not again?
Not again.
Ickes, right up the middle, into center field. It's perfect from Luke Ickes. His 3rd hit of the championship game. He is 3 for 4. Make it 13-6. Let's watch that one back. That was a beauty.
Yeah, it was. Pieced it right up the middle.
Well, Chris, I think he heard that you were coming and he wanted to put on a show.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm glad he's going off. I went to see him after the game. Well, look at that. Ooh.
We'll make sure to head down for sure. But 2 RBIs on the day for Luke Ickes. I did tell him before coming back up here at the lineup card that you were coming today, and he did seem excited.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to see him yesterday. I had to leave. I was not staying until midnight.
You had no obligation to. I don't blame you. The 0-1 fouled away. Once again, though, a massive thank you to Canton City Schools, everybody involved with the grounds crew here for making this weekend that much easier on us. We were able to store our stuff up here in the press box. They made it effortless for us and made our job strictly focusing on the baseball. So thank you to Canton City Schools for being amazing hosts this entire weekend. Runner goes, pitch 0-2 is wide. Throw down to second. Not in time. Ickes now in scoring position with a stolen base. Voltagan was the walk-off hero on Thursday night against the B2 Bulls. A chance to be the run rule walk-off guy, albeit a half inning early for the Lumber Company in the championship game. If they bring in Ickes, they would outscore what they did last night. The 1-2, Tagan fouls it off. 27 runs in 2 games.
That's incredible. That's a lot of offense right there.
They've been dominating. No other way to put it. They have been the best team at this tournament.
Who would you say the MVP is?
I'm going to make some people mad if I speak. I know that.
I would love to hear it.
The 1-2, they call it 3rd strike. 2 down. I'm between 2 people right now, in my opinion. We can kind of think out loud as I think they're going to go a different direction. But Braden Clark and Brady Rallison are my two guys. I think those guys have been great all tournament. I think whichever one is not your MVP should be the batting champion.
Okay.
Makito's an honorable mention too.
Okay.
But those three have been lights out, especially Clark and Rallison. That's one fouled off the ankle. That's going to hurt for Braden Clark.
Oh, that did not feel good.
Do we say here, if he drives in these 2 runs, is he the MVP / batting champion? Which one does he get with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, again, we're pretty much at the point where we know it's one of those 2 guys, whichever one doesn't get one. Because of how close they are in average, the other gets the undecided award. I feel like the better tournament gets MVP, the next best gets batting champ. I feel like that's fair. The 0-1 high, I think I know where they're going with it. I will say, I will give out player of the game for this game based on who I think had the best game. And I don't know if it will differ from them or not, but we will also announce whoever the MVP and batting champ is. The 1-1 swing and a miss. The last time it worked out perfectly. Grant Copeland's had a great 2-way performance, MVP and batting champ.
Okay.
And he was our player of the game quite easily. But I think this is where we will split hairs.
Yeah.
If the game is even going to be done in the 8th, we could be ahead of ourselves again.
Oh, 100%.
The 1-2 just a bit low. The Terriers still trying to save their season as here come the jeers from the fans. Not too happy with that call. We've seen a couple go against them. Then the Lumber Company strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Simikek trying to help his team survive at least one more inning. He'll have to wait. And for him as a senior next year, this is probably his last game with the Stark County Terriers. And he's been around for quite a while. So these seniors especially have that chip on their shoulder to go out one final time and represent this team well. Again, the 2-2. It hits him. Base is loaded.
Uh-oh.
And now, we'll see who it turns to. It'll be Kai Close still. Came in as the DH. He will finish this one out as the DH. But, if nothing else happens here, we have a 9th inning. And I love that Keegan Gilbride has transformed into shorts from the batting, or the baseball pants from before. The POs, they have the life, don't they, Chris? They go out there, they pitch, and then they wear street clothes for the rest of the game.
Yep.
Close. You'll pop this one up into foul territory off towards the left side. It's caught. We will play a full 9 today.
Yes, we will.
Barring the Stark County Terriers scoring an ungodly amount of runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. 13-6 your score. The Terriers need a rally when we return to Thurman Munson.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
As expected, the call to the bullpen has been made by the Mountaineer Lumber Company in the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be Matt McGeorge this inning. Do you think he finishes this one out, or is there still a chance we see Close the closer?
I think there's still a chance we see Close the closer.
That'd be an amazing nickname.
Yeah, it is
That'd
cool.
be an all-time great name in baseball. Sempton, yes, he did to begin. Top of the order back up for the Stark County Terriers. What went wrong today?
I don't know if it's what went wrong. It's what went right for the Mountaineer Lumber Company offensively. Most guys just came here, and it's been all of them. It's been a team effort. Everyone's reached base.
Considering how strong their defense is, typically when the Terriers score 6, they win games.
Yeah.
Today is just the time that it doesn't happen. And I think, again, with Ty Dennison pitching, you have a different outcome. At least in part. The 0-2 skips in.
And it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't have Ty Dennison yesterday, maybe you don't even get to this point. You know, that's one of those. I think that's why I think it was the right decision to go with him yesterday.
I think he just wanted to get to this game and prove that you belong once again. If you don't win this one, they'll be back next season, and they are going to come back with a vengeance. The 1-2, Sempton plays this one right to the first baseman. It's an easy put away for Clark.
Now you're really down to 5 more outs to play with.
As Jackson Cavanaugh will step in. 2 flyouts, 2 strikeouts today for the shortstop. But you can feel that demeanor. It's not where it needs to be. The energy's not there.
No.
They almost feel defeated already.
Well, when you're down more runs than the outs you have left, it is very demoralizing.
One of the worst feelings in all of baseball. Cavanaugh, he'll see strike 1. If Matt McGeorge can come in here and settle this one down with ease, it'll be a great way to cap off an amazing season for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. The 0-1 off the dish. He comes to this group by the way of Deauville via Mercyhurst and Massillon High School. 5'8", 185, 13 2/3 innings of work this past season. 24 runs allowed, 19 earned, 14 walks, 12 Ks, a 12.51 ERA, 0-1 record, and 11 appearances. Cavanaugh fly ball sent into left center field, and this one is going to get down. He's gunning for second base. Ickes' relay is not in time. It's a 1-out double for Jackson Cavanaugh. It's a start. That's what the Terriers need.
That's exactly what they need. It's something. It's some momentum. You just need energy. That's what you need. You need energy from your dugout. You need support from your teammates, and you got to get a rally going.
Not to go with the cringy one, but if they want to win, it's on them. It's all on the Stark County Terrier offense to win the game. They need a lot of guys to step up here. Can Aaron Tucker be one of those guys? He hopes he can be. You're down 7. You have 5 outs to play with. Who's going to be the hero and step up? First pitch wide to Aaron Tucker. If you can get a jump, though, on Matt McGeorge, make it 13-10. I know it's the reversal of your big win a few years back, but a 3-run deficit in the 7th with momentum, it could be attainable. The 1-away, call a strike on the outside edge. But I think if they don't score here, it's all but over. I think they'd tell you that as well. But they did well to extend this game, playing the full 9 today. But we'll see how this one closes out. The 1-1 misses high and out. As well, I do want to thank everybody who has tuned in this tournament. Record numbers for us at this competition. Record numbers for us in travel baseball. So really grateful for all the support that we have received this week at Thurman Munson Stadium. Across the 12 games that we have done. A 2-1, ball out. After Tucker, it turns to Simikek or a DH if they opt to go that route for their new pitcher. Which then from there, Dennison would be the listed second baseman, so you could have a DH for Simikek. Tucker drills this one foul down the right field line. Had the right idea. Instead, he sends it into his opposing bullpen. Full count 3-2. And I'm sure there will be some smiles from Aaron Tucker if he can go yard here.
I would say so. I think if he can even just get on base and advance a runner home, I think he'd be smiling.
100%. Payoff pitch. Tucker drills it up the middle. Picked up at short. A great scoop from Bender. 2 down.
Well, now you're down to 1 out left in the inning, but you do have a runner on third. Anything you can do to chip away, get it back within 6, whatever you have to do. Find a way to get this run home. You have a runner in scoring position. Take advantage. Because miracles can happen.
Especially for this team. And it will stay with John Simikek. I don't think we're surprised. I kind of thought that he was going to stay on and bat for himself. And that's why, down the left field line, it's extra bases. It's an RBI base knock for Simikek. He's going to trot his way into second with an RBI double. Make it 13-7.
Good things happen when you know Ryan DePero. That's all I got to say.
All the call-outs. We're still going with it. Second double of the inning for the Terriers. The first came from Kavanaugh earlier. Now it turns to Caden Mastery. Holy, you are spamming Ryan DePero right now. Hopefully the deliver receipt is still on.
Oh, yeah.
Can Mastery drive in Simikek? First pitch high and in. After him, it goes to Dennison, then Crable. Again, I'll ask the question, does Coach Sabo go to his bench to bring in some new batters?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he does it? Maybe one. I could see 1 or 2.
I can see 1 or 2. I think a couple of those guys are going to finish out. The 1-0 misses inside. It is looking quite cloudy out in left field. We'll see.
That was the forecast.
That's what I was wondering about.
I think we should be fine.
We should be good. I think it's just a cloudy day. 15% chance of rain at 2.
Okay.
The 2-0. Mastery shoots this one deep to right field. And it is going to be caught by Ickes just in front of the warning track. To the 9th we go. The Terriers get one back, but still down 6. 13-7 your score. It's a football score in the NABF Collegiate World Series Championship game.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Jeff Seiss leads off for the Mountaineer Lumber Company in the 9th and final inning of this championship game. What a tournament it has been. 12th and final game inside of Munson Stadium. On field 2, a whole host of games as well. A great tournament. 8 teams this year. 2 more than we had last year. We did have 7 until T3 dropped. Overall, a really nice tournament. Your thoughts as you've been here for the last kind of day and a half?
I think it's been a phenomenal tournament. I've enjoyed being here. Then again, I've been in and out. I came here around the middle of the day yesterday, or late morning, early afternoon. Spent a few hours, then had to leave, but fortunately got to come back for the second to last game and part of the final game before I had to go home. But I really had a good time at this tournament. And honestly, just the Mountaineer Lumber Company has just looked amazing each time. And I know they were kind of more of an underdog, as kind of we were talking about a little bit, than the Stark County Terriers obviously been big dog for the last 4 years. So, but yeah, very, very happy with how this has turned out.
I think overall it has been a great tournament as expected. John has done a great job. Greg Turbovich being the site manager. Everybody has done an amazing job with this tournament. Payoff pitch inside for ball 4. The leadoff man is aboard. Jeff Seiss once again will reach. He started the scoring in this game. A 2 RBI single back in the first inning. It seems like ages ago. Indeed it was. It was pretty much 3 hours ago at this point.
Yeah.
Over 3 hours into this championship game, as expected. We were going to go probably 3 hours for this game. That's the beauty of a 9-inning game. And I will say, I think we are all grateful that the semifinals were only 7 innings, because if not, we might be just done with that second championship game there to then begin this one.
Oh, for sure.
Bender will foul off the 0-1. Still some action over on Munson 2 today in the 9-6-5. This is the last day of their tournament circuit as well. Unfortunately, we didn't have any games for them this week. We were going to do some games, but had some uncertainty at the box. But we got in for the NABF, and it has been smooth sailing since. The 0-2, swing and a miss from Bender. Second strikeout today for Simikek. For Stark County, it's a lesson learned. Leaving this game, assuming the result holds. It's not going to be, hey, our domination's over. I think they're thinking, you know what? Every dynasty has a bump in the road.
Yeah.
Grounder right up the middle. They get the out at 2.
What a
throw to
throw.
1. Not in time, just beats it out.
What an effort, though, by Dennison.
Excellent attempt, but 2 down. I mean, I thought there was a more than a decent chance they were turning that.
Yeah. It's an incredible effort there by Dennison. Looked like a prime Francisco Lindor.
Definitely did. So now it'll turn to Aiden Makito. So far today, Makito, an RBI groundouts and a walk. 2 walks to be exact. He'll pop this one up going towards right field. And it will get down. Count 0-1. In the bottom of the inning, Dennison, Hinton, Ramon, 6, 7, and 8. The last hopes for the Stark County Terriers. Their offense wasn't bad today. They played at 7. But 7 is not going to be enough. They would need to double that in 1 inning to win this game.
It's going to be a lot of work for them to do. It would take a miracle, like you said, but if any team's capable, it's the Terriers.
Definitely is. The 0-1 again popped him up. Inning over. Nice catch from Mastery. Good communication as well between him and Simikek. Last chance saloon when we return for the Stark County Terriers. 13-7 your score. It's the Mountaineer Lumber Company on top in Canton.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238 3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
It's the final countdown at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. Once again, I'm Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Chris Jacoby, as you are watching the NABF Collegiate World Series Championship game on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. 3 outs away from seeing the first ever NABF World Series win for the Mountaineer Lumber Company.
Incredible work. Biggest win in program history it would be. Like you said, it's only 3 more outs away, but if you're the Terriers here, you know you can pull off a miracle because you've done it before in your team history. You scored runs in a bunch before, and it's never over until it's over.
McGeorge is 1-0 wide of Chase Dennison. Make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break, as we will have our trophy celebration, our batting champ, and our MVP announced, and with it, our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Which, in talking to John, I can say our player of the game and MVP are the same person as of right now. The 2-0 is high for ball 3. And in pointing to it, Chris, without spoiling who it is, I think you're in agreement as to our MVP and then the batting champ?
Yes.
That's the way I would have done it. The 3-0 wide for ball 4. But still some game left to play.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not over until it's over.
Do we think Coach Cottrell would be trigger happy to make another change? There is no action in the pen. I think you'd have Kai and Luke to finish this one out. Maybe you do that. Maybe it's Ick, and then you move close into the game defensively.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
As well, Green is now at third. Rallison at short. Bender at second. Worth noting. So now it turns to Nick Hinton. Again off the plate from McGeorge. This one's still not a for sure thing. You need the outs first, and then you can celebrate. You never count your chickens before they hatch. The 1-0 completely destroys it, but foul.
He gave that ball a ride. Foul territory.
Wouldn't be surprised to see red and white casing falling from the sky.
Yeah.
Count out sits at 1 ball, 1 strike. Definitely getting cloudy here at Thurman Munson Stadium.
I agree.
Again, just hoping we stay dry for the entire tournament. We're so close, but maybe so far. The 1-1 off the plates. With that big inning to begin for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, it set the stage for this game. And it has really been a good precursor as to what has followed. I think you'd agree.
100%.
Then they scored 6 in the 5th. That helped further solidify it. The 2-1 swing and a miss. Up to that point, it was a 6-4 ball game. The Terriers were right back in it. And I think for a while we kind of thought, okay, this is going to be their game once again. Of course, as things stand, that is far from the case.
Yeah, once they scored 4 runs back in the 3rd inning, I'm like, all right, they're going to make themselves right back into this and take the lead at some point.
The 2-2 Hinton over towards second, picked up on the run, throw to 2. Did they get him? Wow, 1 down. I don't think that was even close. I thought he was safe by a mile, but way to turn it. And in Bender.
Yeah, I thought he should have just went 1 there personally. I think that would have been the guaranteed out, but he somehow got the out at second base. But if we look at the replay here,
that's what we want to see, isn't it?
I think he was safe personally.
Oh, that's terrible. That's actually terrible. He was safe by a mile. The umpiring has been less than desirable this tournament. And it'll rear its ugly head one final time.
Yeah, he was safe.
I don't know how he saw him out. Maybe he's looking at field 2. Swing and a miss to begin here for Alex Ramon. Not that it will impact the final result, but that's 2 on, none down. That could force Kai Close, who did just go out to the bullpen moments ago, to have to get ready quicker.
Yeah.
But we'll never know. The 0-1 off the plates. I feel like, though, that's the first bad call this game. The championship has been umpired quite well up until that point. I think you agree, though, last night, that's when we saw really the worst of the worst calls.
Very delayed, too.
That was terrible. I need to know in less than 1 business day what the call is. Most times. Sometimes swing and miss, you can kind of tell, but otherwise, crapshoot. The 2-1, a called strike. Ramon, a rising sophomore out of the University of Charleston, a .211 average in 2026. McGeorge back at it. The 2-2 fouled back. Ramon will survive. After him, it will go to Trey Martin. And then if we do continue, we go back to the top with Sempton. As well, time now 1:05, so officially over the 3-hour mark in this game. And now time called. I think we've had 2 almost 3 9-6-5 games end on the field to our right during this game. But to be fair, they did start at 8:30, so makes sense. The 2-2, swing and a miss. The magic number is now 1 for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. And Trey Martin is the Terriers' last hope. It all comes down to this. The Empire, it's on its final legs. Can the Lumber Company, with 1 final out, knock down the cornerstone?
Could be.
Martin takes inside for ball 1. This past season, a utility piece for Mount Union. Didn't play all too much for the Purple Raiders, but still a good piece, running in 3 different games, scoring once. Ground ball up the middle and through into center field. He'll keep the game going.
Trey Martin not going out without a fight. And the Terriers just staying alive right now.
Now 1 for 5 on the day in this championship game. So Luke Sempton will step in. They desperately need a 2-out rally. You can feel the anxiety here. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, 4 straight years as champions, it's a lot of pressure on you to deliver once again, over and over. And now you're right on teetering of losing that streak. But all streaks come to an end at some point.
They always have to. A no-doubt strike to begin on Sempton. As well, it appears Kai Close, if needed, is ready to go out of the bullpen for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. But I doubt we see him at this point. Unless Sempton goes yard, then we probably would. Otherwise, no. You let Matt McGeorge finish this one out. And now time called by the right fielder, Sempton. A .353 average, 11 career home runs, 97 career RBIs, 148 career hits, and a first-team GMAC member in 2026 across 3 years at Findlay. The 0-1, a called strike. Matt McGeorge is one strike away from sealing the deal. This is it. All eyes on Matt McGeorge and Luke Sempton. Is this where the streak comes to a close? Not quite. It never happens on that setup pitch. It never happens.
No, 90% of the time it doesn't. I'd say 95% of the time.
You set it up perfectly. Never happens. Count out 1-2 on Sempton with Kavanaugh in the on-deck circle.
This could be where it happens.
McGeorge will try it again. Grounder up the middle towards second. Picked up, and it's over. The Empire has fallen. There's a new sheriff in town. The Mountaineer Lumber Company are your NABF World Series champions. 13-7 your final. Their third season as a program. Their biggest win in program history. It comes here at historical Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium.
What a win. Biggest win in program history, as you said. And look at the excitement on the field, the celebration.
They've earned it. What a group. They requested Country Roads. They get the serenation of John Denver.
Awesome. Incredible.
Congratulations to the Mountaineer Lumber Company. And in a special way, congrats to our guy, Luke Ickes. And Jacoby Engelhard.
Yeah, 2 Mount Union guys right there about to be seniors this year.
Wow. The Terriers fought well today. They have nothing to be ashamed about. But sometimes, when push comes to shove, there is just a team that comes in out of nowhere and dominates. There's a gap in travel baseball in the Summit County area. I'll tell you what, Chris. The boys out of Richfield, I think they have closed the gap. The Mountaineer Lumber Company, as an organization, I believe, has closed the gap.
Yeah, incredible. Just incredible what they did. And like we said, they were an underdog in this tournament, just a little bit of an underdog. Didn't see this one happen, even though they made it last year. It's just the Terriers have just been so good for 4 straight years. And finally, a new champion.
In the bracket play, semifinal and championship, 27 runs to 9 allowed. They outscored their opponents 3-fold.
Incredible.
Stunning.
Incredible. The trophy presentation now with the medals.
It's awesome. Coach Cantrell and company have earned this one. Enjoy this one, Mountaineer Lumber Company. You have the prize, but with it, you earn something that everybody in athletics dreams to have. A big old target on your back. The Terriers have had it for a while. It's a new green team. Who will get it? And here come the awards given out. That'll be MVP. It's Brady Rowlson, and he is your player of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. And then your batting champ, it'll be Braden Clark. Well deserved, in my opinion, Chris.
100%. Well deserving of the award. And this is just a great time for them to celebrate now. Enjoy it.
We'll keep it here. We'll close out our season like this. Again, thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring our Player of the Game Awards along with these broadcasts all season. A lot of great players have won these awards. But I feel like Brady Rowlson, a special guy, if he can have a big 2027, the sky's the limit for him. A former Buckeye. I want to see this kid succeed.
100%. And now he gets to go back and just relax for the night and celebrate. Like, why not celebrate this? Soak it all in. Like, you just won MVP. Your team just won the championship. It's a great time to celebrate player of the game. Like, just celebrate. Enjoy it.
One closing thought on the Terriers. Good season for them. But the Mountaineer Lumber Company, in the house of the Terriers, in a tournament they've dominated for years, they take it over, and they now have the watch. Again, to close out, thank you to our sponsors for helping to make broadcasts possible. Thank you again to the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge for having us on to do broadcast all season, along with the NABF via the WRCL Diamond League and OPL. I believe 70 total games, and on top of that, we had 4 basketball games as a part of the Locked-In High School Summer League, as you saw Warrensville Heights win that one. It was a great summer, a lot of great competitions. Thank you to everybody who has tuned in as well. Without you, this means nothing. If I'm talking to a wall, essentially, it does no good. But we have a big crowd at home. Again, record numbers. Very happy with our viewership this season. So thank you all for making that happen. As well, I want to thank everybody who showed up this weekend unannounced. We had Bryce, we had Chris, we had Matt and Eliza show up. This is the SmeeSports family, and this is what SmeeSports is. It's not just me going to the games and doing things. It's people showing up out of the blue and coming to games. We're much more than just media. We're much more than just broadcasting. It's a family. It truly is. That's why we're Faith Family Sports. It's in that order for a reason. And I feel like I was reminded of the SmeeSports family a lot this weekend. A lot of games just by myself, which I signed up for. It was getting tough, to be honest, by the end. It really was. But having Bryce show up on Friday, that gave me a boost for the rest of the day. You guys showing up yesterday made that 5-game day, and coming here with 4.5 hours of sleep a lot more enjoyable. So thank you to you guys for showing up, Chris, again. So happy to have you back in Alliance this coming season. We missed you for a while, but the time for goodbyes is over. We're saying hello to you once again.
It'll be time to say goodbye again, but it's all right. It's never a goodbye. It's always a see you again.
That's what J-Rod said to us, as well as we'll miss him again. Thanks to my dad for running the overhead camera today. Good season altogether. One final thank you as well to John Mangle Camp, Greg Turbovich, and Canton City Schools for putting on this great tournament altogether. It was great across the board. A successful NABF Collegiate World Series 13-7-year final. This one belongs to the Mountaineer Lumber Company. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe. While there is no added cost, it greatly helps out all the way to here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. Information as well as on your screen if you would like to broadcast with us. Chris, how about we announce our first game of the 2026-27 school year? The Marlington Dukes on August 15th play host to Poland Seminary.
Okay.
1 p.m. kickoff at the Marlington Soccer Complex. And then, barring approval, Saturday night football at St. Vincent St. Mary as the Fighting Irish begin their season against the Holy Name Green Wave at Van de Veer Stadium. That'll be a doubleheader. That's what we plan on doing. From there, Friday Night Lights, one of 3 places. Holy Name Normandy, Padua South Range, or Northwest Alliance. One of those 3 games will be our first of the season. We'll make an official announcement as well. Finally, well, we've been waiting to say, it hasn't been posted yet, but I want to close out by saying we have officially reached an agreement with Tri-C Athletics to begin streaming soccer and volleyball for the Tops. Thank you to SID Griffin Ola, Athletic Director Anthony Franklin, and everybody around that program for making it possible. I believe we'll have 2 soccer games and a fair share of volleyball games too. I'm excited to be further involved with Tri-C, and we do hope that extends to basketball as well, adding on to what we've already done with baseball. The good times are coming at SmeeSports. As well, if anybody watching wants to break into sports media, contact me at one of those avenues. Our internships for the fall are going to open up shortly. We can take all the help we can get. We're a smaller production, but we do big things, big games all the way around. Chris, any closing thoughts?
I'm excited to be back, and hey, this was a fun tournament to be at.
Always fun, and the best way to say goodbye, Scoders.
Scoders.
But this has been the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. For Chris Jacoby, this is Nathan Smee signing off one final time for the summer of 2026 at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. We'll see you again on August 15th as the Marlington Dukes take on Poland Seminary, and the Holy Name Green Wave travel to St. Vincent St. Mary to take on the Fighting Irish in a soccer doubleheader.